How y'all doing? What's going on? We have Chris here. She will be my co-host, or I will be her co-host on tonight's show. Tonight's show is going to be a special treat. We have all seen Tasha K breakdown yesterday. We all know who Nicki Minaj is. We all know who Cardi B is.
So that you
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. It's okay, Chris. So everybody and their mother is talking about this case. People want to know what is going on. Why is Tasha K trying to sell Nicki Minaj Cardi B? It's so many questions with this, so I have Chris here to help. And before I start, I want to know, I did a vote at the top, and I want to know where my what okay, so I did a vote and I said, which team are you for? And it looks like 49% says nobody. So it seems like we have a lot of people here that are going to be neutral. That's a good thing because that means that we're going to have a fair opinion. Now, the next team is, and this is kind of sweet, I says Cardi B plus Tasha K team. 25% of you guys want to see Cardi B and Tasha K squash the beef and come together. When I see only Cardi B, and we got 20% that said they just want Cardi B not to get involved with Tasha K, leave it alone, and we have 10% Tasha K only. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to give the floor over to Chris. Can we please get the likes up? And before I do that, I just want to play some clips from yesterday so we can all get a refresh of what really happened. Okay, so I have two clips here, and Cardi B, she did reply to some of this mess that's going on. Let's just check some.
Believe it or not, Belcalis, and I really had to put my ego aside to say this because when people don't like you, they don't watch you. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for.
Tasha, girl. I want to fast forward a little bit of her. She do care about her. And she wanted to end her weird on her. Wow. And Tasha K is just.
And even though I've already won, I've passed the test that I needed to pass, which was I didn't get in this to argue with celebrities. I got in this to tell the truth. When you got a woman like her who has 2 children and the world is tearing her down, and I aided in that, my ego did, right? It aided in a lot because my ego was on the defensive mode, like because I got insecurities and I feel like I'm being attacked. And so then when you got 2 egos that are both coming from damaged backgrounds, because you know what Cardi been through to get to where she was, we defend that. We thinking that's what we gotta defend to stay sane. So I'm gonna come at you before you come at me. And so when these fans are coming at her and putting her down, is there a part of my ego that says, you know what, I'm glad you feeling the way that I felt, knowing I didn't truly do anything to you, but I did say things that hurt you. And it doesn't matter how big of a person, How big of a person is, or how much money they got. At the end of the day, you strip all that shit, they are still human at the core. We all have insecurities, we all have fears, we all have anxieties, we all have egos, and I know that Cardi understands that a lot of the brand was a caricature, but who she is not that. That's not the woman that parents her children. That caricature of a brand that she has is not the woman that parents those kids. You can tell a lot about a person by how they parent their kids. I asked her and I sent her those messages. It was 3 because I said I started this platform to keep people out of depression, and I misused it a lot. And I'm gonna read to you verbatim what I said. And just to let you know, she has the messages. She's seen the messages. Said, just in case you want to see, this is it. I said, she wrote, I wish I was dead. I just want to put a in my head. Should I myself? This is a few days after her birthday. I remember what it was like to have that feeling come over me for my 40th birthday, realizing that everything that I worked for was probably a failure. And that's not why I started this platform. That's not me. My ego will get in the way and be like, that's just all of us being the pettiness. But no. I said, hey, Cardi, if you put a in your head, who is gonna teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I'm gonna pay you. I said, FYI, I just can't afford the 4 million. I know the brand looks like I have 4 million. We do a very good job at that. But we're preparing for when we get the millions. It's gonna teach me to be a better person. I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I said, I'm gonna pay you. I just can't afford the 4 million. I don't have it. I know I look like I got it, but I don't have it. And your lawyers can dig and dig and dig and dig until they dig through the earth's crust. Please, we welcome that. But please know that is not on me. That's not on my expense. I don't pay for that. You do. And I don't know if they told you that. I said, but believe it or not, Bell Khalees, and I really had to put my ego aside to say this, because when people don't like you, they don't watch you. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for. Her barbs remind me of the winos, and so does Barty Gang. And Barty Gang, you really show a lot of people from your hood, from your community, that you ain't got to be pretty to make it. Now, I'm saying this because you made it. Teeth. Fucked up everything. You fucking made it.
And I'm gonna chill with my friends too. I want to chill with my friends because my friends always cheer me up. That's the good thing about me, that I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of family that would cheer me up. Also, like somebody that I feel that don't be fucking with me, I don't feel like they like me, came on my DMs today and they told me some really beautiful things. And that also made me cry too, which that was really weird, but I felt like that was really beautiful and really nice.
Okay, so that was a video that came out a couple of days ago of Cardi B. She says that Tasha K words was very beautiful and it made her cry, kind of made her day. Also, I have to play this clip as well.
But believe it or not, Bell Khalees.
You know what I did? I made a mistake and I put out the same video Oh my goodness. I'm just realizing this. So I'm gonna play this video, then I'm gonna upload this other video.
And so, what would it hurt for them to come together? What could possibly happen that's so bad if these two women have a sit down? What could happen? Is the world going to end? Are you going to lose money? Are you going to lose your house? Is your baby going to die? What could possibly happen if Nicki Minaj and Cardi B squash the beef?
Tasha! Sorry, let's go here. How she feel about the big swash mess?
I said this to her. She didn't like it. She'll go through bouts where she'll talk to me and she won't talk to me. I don't care because I'm not starstruck like that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I said, you and Cardi are the same. And she was like, what? I said, you are the same. But the difference is I'm giving you grace and I hold her accountable, but you're older. And the reason why I didn't sign the NDA that she wanted me to sign was because I said, if I sign an NDA for you, and this is before we went trial, me and Cardi, I said, if I sign this lifelong tight to death do us part, even after life NDA, I might as well not go to court with Cardi. So it's like y'all, they are truly the same, and they have good traits that make people excited, right? They get their brands excited, but one who's experienced is not sharing her wisdom with someone who's young and up and coming. And I know that's hard for her because of how the industry tore her down. But Nicki truly has the tools and the resources to help pull this young lady up. And even if she helped to pull her up, it's not gonna pull Nicki the fuck down. The energies have to match in order for it to flow and give life and continue to grow. Those two women are the same. Not in a negative way, in a positive way because of what they do for the culture. But one is down. And the other can pull that one up. And their energies, I'm telling you, the reason people don't want them together is because they know the power that they have at odds. It's the same energy. Imagine if they were really together and what they could do. And so what would it hurt for them to come together? What could possibly happen that's so bad if these two women have a sit down? What could happen? Is the world going to end? Are you going to lose money? Are you going to lose your house? Is your baby going to die? What could possibly happen if Nicki Minaj and Cardi B squash the beef?
All right, so she's very passionate. Now, this is the response I meant to put up on my channel, but obviously I did not, so I'm going to insert it now. And then after that, we have our special speaker of the house that's going to speak and break everything down. And when I tell you, she is such a treat, okay? So I would love you guys to stay tuned. Also, I'm going to share this video right here. This is Cardi B responding to all the madness.
And I could tell when somebody just feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Surprisingly, it doesn't make me happy. I don't want to make wrong decisions. That's why I just want to talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But fans, because I talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But stop hurting people. Stop hurting people. Take a breather. Think. And I'm not telling y'all this because, like I said, don't.
Hey, girl, did you hear what she said? It's more, but Cardi B said she's going to talk to her lawyers. Press 4 if you heard Cardi B say she's going to talk to her lawyers. You guys know what that means? Okay. Tasha K, she did the impossible. She might be off the hook. Okay, you can't. Tasha K got that pimp, baby. Okay. Did you guys hear what Cardi B said? She's going to talk to her lawyers. So you already know what that means.
Belcalis. And I really had to put my ego aside to say this because when people don't like you, they don't watch you. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this. And believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for.
Also, like somebody that I feel that don't be with me. I don't feel like they like me. Came on my DMs today and they told me some really beautiful things. And that also made me cry too, that was really weird, but I felt like that was really beautiful and really nice. But yeah, I just needed like a little breather. I'd be a little, and I'm not gonna make decisions right away about things. I'm not gonna make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to, and I'm not gonna talk to my fans because I know the chat don't play about me. But I'm gonna talk to my mom. I'm gonna talk to my mom tomorrow because let me tell you something. I could tell when somebody, my friends always tell me this. They say, but my heart is very big and I'm not going to make decisions right away about things. I'm not going to make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to talk to my friends because my friends are looking at me like, bitch is depressed. And I could tell when somebody just feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Surprisingly, it doesn't make me happy. I don't want to make wrong decisions. That's why I just want to talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But stop hurting people. Stop hurting people. Take a breather. Think. And I'm not telling y'all this because like I said, don't.
All right, you guys. I predict that Tasha K gonna interview Offset in a minute. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see Tasha K interviewing Offset? Press 1 if you can see it. Press 7 if you think that would never happen. I think it's possible. It could be something in the background already brewing. Do you guys think they already have something in the background behind the scenes? Do you think they're talking behind the scenes? Press 10 if you feel like they're talking behind the scenes. Press 12 if you feel like, no, what we see is what it is and nothing more. Bullshit. Okay, so we have Chris here. Chris, we will love to turn over this platform to you, and we want to hear what you have to say about this and break this down.
Okay.
You got
Thank you, Auntie Ruby.
yes.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So, what I think about this situation is I do think that there may have been some conversation. I will have to agree there. Definitely was conversation. And this is what Cardi B originally wanted. She wanted an apology. She wanted something public. She wanted something that she felt like she didn't get from somebody who highly disrespected her and lied on her and mocked her family and her name. So this is this is a step for Cardi B. This is a point along with winning the lawsuit. But here's the problem. Tasha K in this interview she gave herself, I suppose this was, or coming out, because it's one thing to have a conversation with Cardi B a couple of days ago and Cardi B comment on it and it being private and Cardi B being discreet about it. That should have been enough for you to be quiet if you guys were discussing behind the scenes, because clearly whatever was being done was working. So there was no need to shake the or rattle the box there. But I think Cardi B was genuinely considering. I mean, she sounded very heartfelt. Like I literally felt her heart, and that this is something that she really, really wanted, that she thought would never happen. And she was open minded and willing to perceive, whatever it was. She didn't want to, I think she showed humility in the fact that she didn't want to really do harm to anyone or see anyone down. But at the same time, we have this random video that comes out from Tasha K out of nowhere, left field, and it starts off about personal issues with her childhood and her lifestyle and her mother and, sacrificing herself, basically, because we have to be careful with how we word things. So when she asked her basically stepbrother to take her mother to the hospital, she she was disturbed by it, but also knew that she needed this person's help. Then it goes a little bit deeper about rooting of the family and her background. And it almost seemed like something normal, like, okay, well, maybe she's just going through something and she's venting. Then the subject matter changes to Cardi B and, her attempting to do the same thing and it being put on the internet. And then she goes into how many followers she have and the youth watching her and things like that. And a part of me felt like not only was it a bit much, but who are you in position to tell me this? See, whatever conversation that you and Cardi truly had, you took somewhere else here in this video. Because the way that Cardi was talking and how heartwarm and heartfelt that she was about whatever you had written her, you came out with a video that was basically contradictory. And in your energy, you were pulling back a lot. Okay. So we haven't gotten quite to that point, but I'm getting there. So she goes into this thing with Cardi B about that and about children and motherhood. And, the conversation gets deep if you listen to the video that Tasha K did. She was very descriptive about her emotions and what she was trying to put out towards Cardi B. But it just didn't feel so genuine. It felt like almost you were trying to antagonize along with vent, because the people, didn't have to know about this based on how Cardi felt. She was basically giving you a pass. You were on your way to freedom, Tasha. So I don't know why you would sabotage yourself with this video, because this video was very cringeworthy. This video took away the authenticity of what you had written this woman. The previous discussion, it took away the narrative. It made you exactly what she assumed you were, which were a flip flopper. Things could be cool or something 1 minute, and then the next minute it just flips. Now, next, you sell her something. You go into the motherhood, you talk about parenting and how she's teaching you and all of this. Cool. But then you dive deeper. You said, I'm going to hit you where it hurt, but I'm going to give you something too. You throw in Nicki Minaj, curveball, out the park. Out the park. I was like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Left field. You just, Nicki Minaj. And you begin to admit to having conversations with Nicki Minaj about Cardi B. I'm listening to this cringy video that you put out about that, and it was just like, is this really happening? Is this really happening? Is this really happening? Because you are literally throwing Nicki Minaj on the bus. You're number one, letting it be known that you all had a conversation about Cardi. Number two, you know that this is Cardi's arch nemesis, and that Cardi has been trying for years to prove that it was since motorsports, trying to prove that she was not the issue and that Nicki had an issue with her. So you bait her with the most valuable asset you have to basically give a dog a bone. Give a dog a bone. Okay, you taking too long to think about letting me off, and okay, your mother might got you thinking, but let me just give you this. It's how I felt. This is where I felt the manipulation came in, Tasha. And it really just took me for a loop, because when you said that you guys spoke about her, and then you were the holy savior, the one to try to mentor to Nicki Minaj about letting go of beef with Cardi B and the harm it wouldn't do if they worked together. You also proceeded to say that you told Nicki that she was too old and she was the older person, and yet you've been siding with her, not wanting to sign an NDA, non disclosure agreement, for however many long lifespans, because you were talking to her about Cardi B and personal things. Because of the questions that you may have been asking Nicki Minaj, Tasha K, is probably why she wanted you to sign the NDA. And on top of everything, she wanted you to sign an NDA because you are Tasha K. Your rundown in your history tells a story of a woman who will vet. I mean, you are Wendy Williams 3000, basically, because you went above and beyond what Wendy Williams did. It's like you took her blueprint and remade it, expanded it, reframed it, architected to your own fitting for your benefit. And you just merely went too far. Now, out of all the celebrities that you've taken through this rumble, Cardi B was the only one who had the courage, the strength, and the team, it seemed, that cared enough about what was being said about her while someone else leveraged themselves. You did stump on Cardi B. You said some very ugly things, some very distasteful things as a woman, as an individual, that should not have been said because they were not true. And you got proven that in court, which is why you had the $4 million lawsuit. But what I can't understand is if this woman got online on video, in which we just watched, and was willing to give you a chance, willing to redact her winning in the judge's verdict of you having to pay for wrongful things that you had done, discrimination, all of that. You literally lied on this woman and said that she had infections that she didn't have. You talked about this woman's children, her husband. You put out things about her husband's affairs for your own gain. And this woman was willing to forgive you and let us, the public, see it. She let her guard completely down with you, and you literally smacked her hand. It was almost like she was being protected at that point. Like your ego could not allow this woman even time enough to make a decision that would benefit you and your family. Yet you talk about how you want to break generational curses within your family. All of this beginning of this video was about you, your upbringing, how you wanted to break generational curses, and how you wanted to maintain being the first and the only millionaire in your family. to dumpster diving to throw Nicki under the bus when you didn't have to do any of that? Or was that a part of the arrangement? Now you tell us. You didn't want to sign the NDA for Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was not giving you enough. She wasn't bringing you on Queen Radio. So you flipped and now are cutting a deal with Cardi, which is to sell all the information in which you obtained from Nicki Minaj about her in order for Cardi to get her vindication there, which makes Cardi a 3-time winner in this ring. She wins at the end. Not only that, she gains more fans and likings because now what she has been putting out for years has been proven to be factual. But what you have to understand, Tasha K, is that by you having a $4 million lawsuit against you and Cardi B knowing that you need to pay her, you are someone that's very vulnerable. You are someone that is very narcissistic during this time. You've always been. That's what we love you for. We love you for doing what you do. You just went too far. You go too far sometimes. But those are the sacrifices that you personally are willing to make. But what was the point of you throwing Nicki under the bus? What did Nicki not give you? What did Nicki Minaj not give you to make you want to throw her under the bus and make more of a scene out of her in your demise? Because the only thing that I see is a fish swimming in a pond with a bunch of sharks. And that's you. You're the fish. Because you owe $4 million. You're crying on the internet because you don't want to pay. You've already said in the same interview that your husband told you, why don't you just let it go? Just drop it. Just let it go. You had already been asked by your husband to let it go several times before it even got this bad for you. And now we, the people, are watching you cry online to a woman in which you tore down, begging for forgiveness, begging for mercy, but at the same time spitting in her face. You felt like Nicki Minaj was a big enough offer where you could still unauthentically be yourself and not be humble during this apology, the public apology, because clearly you already had given Cardi one behind the scenes, which is why she brought it up and was willing to forgive you. But when it came to your public apology, you failed. You failed this woman. You failed not just her, you failed your family. Everything that you climbed up to be by saying that you were the first millionaire in your family, you wanted to maintain that. You are the one that's tearing it down. So the way you got there is the way you're falling, is what I'm seeing. And no disrespect, because I think you're a phenomenal woman. I think what you do is phenomenal. That's just who you are. You're just good at being you. But at the end of the day, you hurt people with the way you move. Your navigation has consequences to other people. And now the hammer has come down on you. So you basically took back. You made Cardi take back her consideration of pardoning you. You were going to get a pardon by her. And now you're not going to get that. And that's unfortunate for you. Because had you not put this video out, you could have kept this to yourself. It didn't serve we the people. We already knew that you were hurt and struggling about this situation. We didn't need to know anything else. We were fine. We were fine. Once Cardi put out that thing as an adult, everybody's thinking, oh, finally, this will calm down. We're more focused on Blueface $13 million lawsuit. We weren't thinking about $4 million anymore. We had moved on to $13 million. But here you go, rocking the boat, bringing it all up again, and wanted to explain even what was the point of you filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy and how it would not have affected you paying Cardi B anyway, and that it was more so to protect your business and your employees and your company. Now, as far as the Chapter 11 part, that I do understand, because you are a business owner, you do want to protect your business and not have the IRS take from you, or anyone else for that matter, but be able to have the ability to pay your own debt off in the fashion in which they can watch you and make sure you do what you're supposed to do. We get it. We get it. Money management. I see what you were doing there, but like you could have addressed that without addressing Cardi. You literally had her in the palm of your hand to the point that everybody was stunned and couldn't believe it. The public was calling Cardi B, saying that she would be stupid if she redacted that lawsuit verdict. But she was considering it for you because of whatever you've written her that we probably won't ever know unless Cardi decides to put it out. That was so heartwarming and so heartfelt to her by you doing everything that you did. Like you gave none of that. And I didn't feel heartwarming or heartfelt from you. Not at all during any of this video. I didn't feel any of that. I only felt that from you when you were talking about your childhood in the very beginning. But then it started to get a little shaky from me once you got to the Cardi and talking about her situation and what she was previously just doing and how it would have affect the community. But then how you threw Nicki in there. It seems to me like instead of putting the attention on you, you wanted these two to go to war. You know that they're not going to come to a common ground no matter how great it seems right now. You know that just recently Kenneth was threatening Offset. So what are you talking about? And he's on probation now because that's something that the Fed's seen. So what are you doing? See how this doesn't add up or make sense to somebody who's a fan or a follower? How it just doesn't make sense because we know a little bit more than what you assume we do. When your head has been wrapped around a $4 million lawsuit and we, the people public, have been out listening. Unacceptable, 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 unacceptable. And I think for once, you need to take a second and just sit back and let your story play out instead of trying to control your narrative. Because to me, you're doing too much of trying to control the narrative and the outcome that it is affecting your outcome. Had you not tried to move the chess pawn and let it sit on the clock for at least a half an hour or so or longer, you wouldn't been a winner. You couldn't even sit. You couldn't even let your wish manifest. You couldn't even let things overturn in your favor. You didn't even have the patience. Have the patience to watch the seed sprout from the ground. The girl gave you mercy and even told us she was considering giving you mercy without even mentioning your name. Not once did Cardi B mention your name, which means that she wasn't going to put it out. She had no intentions on putting it out. She had no intentions on putting you on blast. But you, in your ego, had to do it. You didn't have a choice but to do it. You had to just be this way. And if you wanted to make this public for we to know that what went on, you'd have read directly what you sent Cardi from a genuine heart space to let everybody know this is genuinely how I feel about this woman. I am so sorry for the things and the pain and the suffering that I caused, not only she, but her family as well. I'm sorry how I may have made the public view her when her career was taking off. I didn't mean to sit here and drown this woman for no reason when she didn't know me from a can of paint. I dug this woman up. I tried to make her everything that I wanted her to be. I even called out people that she knew from her past to try to say negative things about her. You did all of that. You did that. And then kept doing that even while you were in court with this woman. And this woman was still willing to give you grace, still willing to give you mercy. And you wouldn't bat an eye. Look at you. Look at you. You ought to be embarrassed of yourself in this video, but you put it out. If you were trying to get empathy from us, you have failed yourself. If you were trying to get compassion from us, you have failed yourself because the only thing that you had to do was say and read off of what you wrote to this woman off of whatever website you wrote it on. You had an option. You didn't have to feed us your whole childhood story. You didn't have to throw Nicki Minaj in there. Oh, but maybe there was more in that message than what you were willing to share. Because maybe you did tell her all the things that you and Nicki were talking about her. Maybe you were telling her exactly what you heard in the insight that you had because you keep mentioning this NDA. You keep mentioning this NDA. This is crazy. So, for the Tasha K in her video, that's all I have to say.
All
Auntie Ruby,
Yes, give it up for Chris. Give it up. Give it up for Chris, y'all. How did you guys like Chris? Chris, I appreciate you. Thank you for that breakdown. We're gonna anything that you want to say about everything that's going on?
no, I just wanted to get it out there because it confused me, a lot of other people, what Tasha K was doing and why she was saying the things that she was saying, why she included Nicki Minaj in anything that she and Cardi had to do with their lawsuit. Nicki had nothing to do with that.
Got it. So your big one thing that I point out is why did Tasha K include Nicki Minaj? And I want to know, do you guys know in the chat, why do you think that Tasha K included Nicki Minaj in this drama? Okay. Let us know or feel free to call in if you think you have the answers. Okay. What else were people talking about? Do you think that Tasha K and what can I just talk about Cardi B part? Now Cardi B says she's gonna talk to her lawyers, and I think Cardi B already made up her mind. I feel like Cardi B already forgave Tasha K, and she gon' I think it's already a done deal. The fact that Cardi B says she's purposely not going to talk to her friends, she's not going to talk to her fans, she's not going to talk to her husband because they already know what they're going to say. She rather talk to her mom, which probably is more soft, and she rather talk to her lawyer. It lets me know she already know what she want to do. She want to forgive her.
I feel like she did want to forgive her, and I felt that from Cardi's heart, which is why I made that statement in the very beginning. But I feel like Tasha may have answered that by even putting out this video. This video was cringy. It was hurtful. It was a lot. It was really a lot. And like I said, she it felt like her heart started in the right place. Tasha K heart definitely started in the right place. But that ego outpeaks everything when it comes to her because she started with telling you an emotional story about her family and then she just peeked into these women's lives. It was almost like she was attacking both Nicki and Cardi and then throwing Nicki under the bus. Nicki had no need to be mentioned in this conversation. You're trying to plead with someone about $4 million that you owe them. Even saying it in that same video that she gonna get her money, she gonna get paid, she gonna get paid, she gonna get paid. Trying to lead us to believe and Cardi to believe that you don't want her to redact the judgment. But really, if that's not the reason, then why are you doing this video? If that wasn't the reason why you messaged Cardi, if that wasn't the reason why you did this video, then what was the reason? Because it didn't make sense for you to even bring up any of them, either of them.
Okay. Now I want to know, I want to project. Can we all project? I know people say we shouldn't project, but I want y'all to project. If you was in Cardi B's shoes, uh, would you forgive Tasha K? Okay. And what degree? Press 1 if you forgive her, but you still want her to pay that money. Press 2 if you forgive her and you say, you know what, don't worry about the money. Press 3 if you ain't forgiving nothing.
I'm gonna be
Where do you
honest with
stand
you.
with it, Chris?
Tasha is one of those people. Tasha K, and I'm sorry to say it. I love watching your show. I truly do. I think you're quite entertainment. But I think you're nobody's friend. You're one of those girls, one of those women that I run from because I don't know what you would do to me or say to me and think that I wouldn't see behind my back. I couldn't feel comfortable around you. I couldn't trust you, not because of what people say about you, but what you display and how you treat people. how you manipulate, how narcissistic you are, how you do things. I think you're entertaining. Absolutely. I think you're phenomenal at what you do. I think you're very intelligent. You wouldn't be able to maneuver the way that you do. But I also think that hurt people hurt people. And you don't know how to let go of even the things from your childhood. I know from experience myself. So I'm recognizing it off eyesight. It's not like I'm just assuming. You have to let go, baby. Like, you are a phenomenal woman. You're the first millionaire in your family. There's no need for any of this. And I voted even on the poll when I first came in that I was on neither one of their sides. But I do more so want understanding. And I think if Tasha would have came to We the People genuinely and not with all of these theatricals, we would have been able to get a clearer understanding. If a person comes to you with their genuine heart and who they are and the way that they are, don't try to change your voice. Don't try to change your personality. Don't try to act all spiffy. Be that raw emotion that you're in at that moment. And if she would have done that with us, we would have had a totally different perspective on this. But because she didn't, and she tried to sell us so many stories at once, and then try to push a story about Nicki, it was almost like Nicki was somehow ended up the content and ended up the older person that could forgive people. Why did Cardi and Nicki beef, or their misunderstanding? Because I won't even really call it a beef because we don't really know what it was. Cardi say that Nicki didn't hit her. She say, but somebody else said it did. We don't really know what went on. But whatever their issue was, didn't have anything to do with Tasha.
Okay. Now I'm gonna project, okay? So I know I asked a question. So I know y'all want to know what I think. What would I do? If I was in Cardi B shoes, it would have to be this. When the last time this hoe talked about me? Uh-uh. If this hoe talked about me within a year or 2 years, oh hell no. Okay. I'm gonna have to see a motherfucking change for a while. Okay. For me to even consider that shit. That's just me. I'm not about to play no games with your ass, okay? And I feel like you just go your way, I go my way. I don't need to talk to you. You don't need to talk to me. I don't see you. You don't see me. And that's the way I like it. Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
That's how I feel. Okay.
And then you can work among what people don't understand is you can work amongst people and be in the same society, same community as someone, not really deal with that person. Not that you all have an issue. You're not of the same kind. So you don't have anything in common. I think that they're a different age range. I think that they live different lives, even though that they're both from New York. And people try to push these celebrities together or push these traumas on celebrities, which is what initially happened between Cardi and Nicki, was everybody pushing false narratives on each other. And it ended up being a real beef in the end.
Well, for me, I don't give a damn how close we are. And we can be best friends, we can be twins. But if you going that hard on me and talking shit about me in the public every goddamn day, then nah, I ain't fucking with you like that. Shit, I'd rather for you to talk about me behind my motherfucking back when I ain't never heard it. Okay. I'd rather that than you get on the internet and you're talking about me and making money on my goddamn name. Oh hell no. Okay. But each his own. And regarding to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, shit, they got beef. A lot of people got beef, okay, but I do feel
Yeah.
like it's beef. I think
No, they got beef from the recent transaction that happened at the award show. We know that, which is why I couldn't understand why Tasha was trying to even get involved in that. That didn't make sense at all when Kenny went through what he had to go through because of what that video was put out.
well,
So
I
it was
think
a lot.
well, okay, if I was in Tasha K's shoes, if I was being messy, would I want to get involved? Hell yeah, I'm getting involved in everything because I'm a messy motherfucking blogger, and that's my job is to be in the mess. Okay, so I think if I was in Tasha K's shoes and I wanted to make my fame, the fame with gossiping and being messy. I mean, part of being messy and the gossip realm is backstabbing. Shit, it's Hollywood. Hollywood, they all backstab each other. They all fake and phony. We all know that. Don't we know that? Like, they don't have high integrity when it comes to their, ain't nobody friends for real. That's just my thought process of it, you know, but
No, I agree with you there. I agree that there's no friends in the industry because they're all competitors and everybody knows that. And that's the thing because women, female rappers are normally pinned against each other instead of, uniting. But with, like I said, with this situation with Nicki and Cardi, it had nothing to do with Tasha. So knowing that they just recently had beef, why would you try to insert that? To me, it seemed as if you were trying to use Nicki to sell to Cardi whatever has been told to you by Nicki. Because she kept repeating that she wouldn't sign Nicki's NDA, which means that anything that me and Nicki did talk about, I'm allowed to talk about. That's all that I got that she was really trying to say when she was making that statement. If you listen to this interview of Tasha's giving to of herself, she says very clearly things. She's not, that's why I said she's very intelligent. She knew what she was trying to put out, in which order she was. But where she failed was all the emotions. She could have said all of this without all of the emotions behind it because she feel how she feel. And she was very direct in her feelings. She don't like either one of them. She even said when she loved Cardi, it's hard for me to say this, but I'm gonna say this. First of all, if you're genuinely telling me that I'm somebody that you love, you shouldn't have to say any of that prehand. There shouldn't be a speech before then. She said a whole speech basically before she told Cardi that she loved her and that she didn't want her to do anything to herself. So with that being said, to me, you playing games. You're very much playing games. This was not the same message that you delivered to Cardi B in whatever you text her or wrote her on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. It was not, because I'm sure if I didn't get that same heartfelt emotion from this video, Cardi didn't get that. That was not the emotion that Cardi was sharing from that message. So Tasha should have did herself diligence and just read the message to us and let us know what was going on so we could accept it as the people and get them their praises for moving on from something that was gonna be traumatic to Tasha's life, but also that was traumatic for Cardi, but she can heal now. Cardi was about to get healing. That's what Tasha made Cardi believe in that message. But when she got on this camera, it was BS. Because number one, I don't need you as a mentor when I know you really don't like me. Then she said in the video, I know that people that don't like you don't typically watch you. So she knew that it was a possibility that Cardi wouldn't watch her, but she
yeah.
knows Cardi's nosy, so Cardi's gonna see it.
Right. But I hear what you're saying, Chris, and I think you're very intelligent, but I don't think Cardi is that intelligent. I don't think she's going to look at it like that. I think Cardi B is kind of shallow in the membrane. So she just likes what she likes. And she's not going to think that deep about it because she already told y'all after the video came out that she's going to talk to her mother, she's going to talk to her lawyer, and anybody that's going to try to get her not to forgive Cardi B, I mean Tasha K, she's going to purposely distance herself from you and not talk to you about that situation because she don't want you to weigh her to not forgive her. She wants to forgive the girl. So I hear what you're saying, Chris, but Cardi B is not that deep. She's not looking at it like that. So I do want to add a River up here. Hey, River.
Hey,
Hey
River Girl.
y'all. Hey y'all. How y'all
Yes,
doing?
where you been?
Good.
I've been here, girl. I've been here in the back in the comments.
Do speak, do speak, do tell.
Well, first of all, I agree. Cardi thought she was getting some temporary moment of reprieve of sorts. She thought that this is her moment. She's risen based on Tasha K sending some heartfelt message in a DM or whatever to her. And then when Tasha went on that camera, slobber, snotty nose, slob, and whatever else you couldn't even barely hear through the sinuses, she backhanded her by bringing up Nicki and talking about some NDA. So if
Really?
we,
Hold on. You think that Tasha K backhanded Cardi B by bringing up Nicki? She was pretty much on Nicki's side. I mean, Cardi B's side, saying she don't think y'all should beef either. Because what I'm hearing is Cardi B, she's kind of more open to it, but Nicki Minaj is closed off to it. So I think she was doing it to butter up Cardi B in a way to say
yeah,
I wasn't okay. Because I
Yeah.
said Cardi B would have took that as a diss or a backhanded slap.
Well, when I'm saying she backhanded her, is she did exactly what you said. She came with the whole like we're on the same side, like they're fighting some enemy or something. I mean, that's kind of what I got from it. Are we not
That's
agreeing?
exactly what I was saying, Rivers. I agree 100. That's all that I was saying. It came out. It came left field.
Got it. But how
And
is backhanding slapping Cardi B? How is it a diss to Cardi B?
because she couldn't just simply get up there and apologize. She still brought the woman that Cardi B has been competing against into the picture.
Now, is it true? Is Cardi B competing with her, or is Nicki Minaj competing with Cardi B? I mean, each group see it differently. Okay, so do you think that Cardi B see it like how you see it?
I'm pretty sure that Cardi is competing against Nicki because what does Nicki need to compete against Cardi for?
I get what you're saying. However,
That
in
part.
Where's the album, Cardi?
That
okay,
part.
but
I
in,
was barely awake last night and I knew this and I was wondering where the album was and I'm awake now.
okay,
That
Miss River, but in Cardi B mind, can we project? I mean, not project, but can we Cardi B perspective? Do
Okay.
you feel that Cardi B see it as a diss? If you were Cardi B, knowing how kind of simple minded she can be, do you think that she's going to see it as a diss towards her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because Tasha's basically with that whole like violin fest that she took us through, what she's basically saying is Nicki's NDA versus your $4 million lawsuit that has ruined my life.
exactly what I was saying.
Okay, so
Exactly.
Chris, you also feel that that is how Cardi B is taking this?
That's exactly what I was saying the entire time. She's just reiterating everything that I was saying throughout
I'm
me.
just saying it in more hood booger. I'm just more hood booger with it.
And
Help me.
that's why I said earlier you needed to be here because different minds think differently and you need different type of minds to narrate what's going on. So it worked exactly how it was supposed to.
So if Cardi B is offended by what Tasha K did, then why is she gonna talk to her lawyers, and why she don't
That
want to?
video, Auntie,
Why is she gonna talk to her lawyers?
that video of Cardi was put out
You didn't-
before the video that Tasha put out. Tasha put that video out after. That video of Tasha just came out today. That video Cardi put out was like a day or two ago.
That video that you seen of Tasha K, that was last night. I got that real live, hot off the
Right,
press.
that's what I'm saying. And Cardi B video
That,
was the day before
video,
that.
no, that video was after
Wait,
Tasha.
when
Cardi
was
B's video was after Tasha K's?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
sure?
I'm very sure Cardi B dropped 2 videos. You're talking about the time that Cardi B was
Oh,
on video.
so
then
which
that's
one
my
did
fault
Cardi
then.
so the one
Cardi B
wait
did a video where she's not showing face, and
on
that
her
is
Twitter live spaces?
after. Yes, that was after
Whoa.
Tasha K video of her crying, and that's why Cardi B says, you know, I can understand she's breaking down, she's crying, that she's going through stuff. She said Tasha, she didn't say
Oh.
her name, but she said
Well,
stop hurting people. So that's
well,
and how you guys have it where Cardi B is so offended. She don't sound like she's offended. She says she's gonna talk to her damn lawyers. She says she's gonna talk to her mama. She don't want to talk to anybody that's going to stop her from forgiving Tasha K.
no, she didn't say she's gonna talk to anybody who's gonna stop her from forgiving Tasha K.
Yes, she did. In so many words, she said she's not talking to her husband
She
because
wants to talk to level-headed, logical people.
she's not talking to her fans. She ain't talking to her friends. Only
Cardi
talking to her
wants
mother, and which is
Cardi
soft.
Cardi wants to make sure that she talks to logical, level-headed folk.
Her mom is soft, but okay.
I think Cardi probably wants to double down at this point. I mean, that's what I think.
So now do y'all feel the same way, Miss Rivers and Chris?
No, I agree with Miss Rivers. Like I said, she's saying everything that I said already. So what's the point of cutting somebody off or speaking when they're speaking everything I was already saying? She's on point. It's just the video. It just seemed like that. Like to me, it seemed like if somebody was forgiving you, why put this video out? But then in the comments, they're saying that Cardi video, just like you said, was put out after Tasha K's
Yeah,
video.
because you guys, how you think what you guys said, you guys had it wrong. The timing is off.
Right. That's what I did. That's why
The
I
last
was
person,
like, okay.
the last person
Wait,
did,
but we're clear now. You checked us
the last
that
person that spoke was Cardi B.
saying that she's gonna go talk to her mom and her attorneys.
That's
Lawyer.
good news then. Then
Let-
that's great news for
I'm,
Tasha.
I'm gonna replay it. So we
No. You will for me, you don't have to replay it because that is my understanding of what has occurred.
got it. I want to play it for the audience, if you don't mind. All right, so you guys have this in your mindset. This is Cardi B speaking after Tasha K cried, after Tasha K said everything about Nicki Minaj.
Mm.
This is Cardi B responding to everything. Okay? So let's go here.
And I'm not gonna make decisions right away about things. I'm not gonna make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to, and I'm not gonna talk to my fans because I know the chat don't play about me. But I'm gonna talk to my mom. I'm gonna talk to my mom tomorrow because let me tell you something. I could tell when somebody, my friends always tell me this. They say, but my heart is very big and I'm not going to make decisions right away about things. I'm not going to make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to talk to my friends because my friends are looking at me like, bitch is depressed. And I could tell when somebody just feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Surprisingly, it doesn't make me happy. I don't want to make wrong decisions. That's why I just want to talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But stop hurting people. Stop hurting people. Take a breather. Think. And I'm not telling y'all this because like I said, don't.
All right, so there it is. So I guess I want to ask everybody the same question I asked Chris and River. Do you feel that Cardi B was offended by Tasha K video name dropping Nicki Minaj?
If that video was truly made after Tasha K had already done her video, then
Yes,
I
it
would
was.
say no. I would say Cardi genuinely feels how she feels about redacting. But if that video was not before Cardi B made hers, then we have a problem. Because I thought that Cardi's video was out first. I thought she had, read about that message, that heartfelt message that she didn't mention any names in, was put out before Tasha just put this video out last night. But you guys said
Look, but
that
last
would mean that
night I was on a live with you, Gigi, last night. We can go listen to it. I said Cardi still ain't took her foot off that girl's neck because, and the reason I said that is because I don't feel like this is gonna be I feel like this video is a result of Cardi still not taking her foot off that girl's neck, and I don't think that live that you showed is a result of that either. That's not the Cardi that I know.
Okay, River. Now you said it was an audio that was being played. Now tell me what you heard Cardi B say that made you feel that she has some dislike towards Tasha K.
We don't need an audio to know that. Come on
No,
now.
because I don't. You tell me, what did you hear?
Yeah, we want to hear Rivers, please.
Yeah, what did you hear Cardi B say?
When we was talking last night,
You don't remember what she said?
what did Cardi say last night?
River, you the one that brought this up?
I'm asking, what did she say? It's been too much going on the past 24 hours, and my job is crazy.
And that's what I was trying to figure out. When did Cardi release this video? Because if you say Tasha video was last night, then that would mean that Cardi's video came out today, right?
It came out this morning, like
Okay.
around 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. It came out.
Oh, it was in the wee hours.
Yes,
Okay, I got you. That
because
makes
they all
Okay,
came
that might be why my mind's a little jumbled, because we had a long live last night, and I did fall asleep.
Girl. You doing all this he howling.
No, but I know that last night, Tasha came, didn't she came on there with that mug shot, comparably a mug shot, crying, begging, pleading for forgiveness.
I don't get what you're talking about. Mugshot. Did Tasha get on her platform and talk to her people about being touched and wanted to take herself out of here and relate to Cardi B? Yes, she did.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what you're talking about. A mugshot? No, I
I'm
didn't.
saying it was a mugshot comparably, as far as her, like, crying that tears
something about the way she looked in the video.
yeah, because that was a viral.
Okay, what I'm not gonna diss her like that. So
I know, but I was getting to read because I read sometimes. So
right,
I'm
but
sorry. Okay, let me okay, I get it. We can't be as messy with,
yeah, well, I'm just letting y'all know how I've always felt or stayed neutral. I've never, came for that lady and nothing like that, and I ain't gonna start today. So, okay, I get what you're saying. So now I think maybe you guys are getting confused with another clip, and I would just redo the orders for you.
that maybe that's what is necessary right now.
Well, let me do it real quick. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
what happened first? What happened first was Cardi B was going back and forth with her audience because they did not like her music. So in turn, that made Cardi B tell one of her fans that I that you okay, River, come on now. I wish that you and your mom would leave this earth. And they called her, Mexican, which was very offensive to Cardi B. Cardi B, in turn, says, I wish you leave this earth with your mama. And then after that, she said that she just want to take herself out of here. She was feeling very low in the spirit realm. So, what happens after that? Okay. So, behind the scenes, Tasha K messaged Cardi B. Nobody knew about this, okay? Now, Cardi B comes up to the video and let us know that it is somebody she thought that disliked her that wrote her a message. She said this message was so beautiful. She said that this made her cry. It turned things around for her. It made her day. Okay. But we didn't know who she was talking about because Cardi B did not put a name on it. So fast forward to last night, Tasha K took the stand and did the whole spiel.
Yes, I recall that vividly.
Okay. Fast forward 30 minutes to an hour later. Cardi B and Cardi B gang in Cardi B space talking about the video of Tasha K. Again, Cardi B is not naming her, but we know who she's talking about. Okay. So that is the order.
Okay. So I guess for me, absolutely nothing about Cardi's Twitter live spaces today. That does nothing for me. That doesn't change my mind me personally, from anything prior to that Twitter live spaces.
Feel that Cardi B is not genuine when she pretty much
No,
said that this was beautiful and it made her cry and
no, I think
done
I
with.
don't. I do not think.
River
I
said,
do not.
she said, no,
No, I'm not. I'm being for real. I'm being for
feel you.
real.
You picking up her energy of the fact that she wants whatever Tasha K got on Nicki Minaj. That's really what Cardi B wants. It's not anything else. Because why out of all things, it was almost like I can't get past that part. To me, that is like the baseline of this situation, whatever agreement that they have, because there's no need to forgive Tasha K. And like I said, this video didn't strike me as a heartfelt message or anything. It made me cringe a little bit. So no, I'm not getting genuine situation. I'm not getting loving affair, none of that. But I did think Cardi was being genuine in her video. Like I said, I almost cried a little bit. I could have dropped a tear. But no, these
I
two, they're in cahoots together. They got something going on, Nikki and Tasha. If like Miss Ruby said, if if Cardi B's video
Feel
came
like
out after
Nicki.
Tasha K's, if
Okay.
Cardi B video really did come out after Tasha K video, like she said, then in my mind, I'm gonna go with whatever River said, because that's exactly what I was thinking. There's something deeper in the situation that we've yet to know about. And I think it has something to do with Nikki, because Nikki had no reason to be in any of this. Her picture shouldn't even be up here. But for whatever reason, she was included in this situation. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
yeah. I just, for me, just my understanding of Cardi, and I don't hate Cardi. You know, I'm a barb, but I don't hate Cardi. I'm not like one of those type of barbs. My understanding of Cardi not. I don't feel like she's finna let up off Tasha. I just don't.
Okay.
Tasha hasn't. She hasn't even. Has she made one payment on the debt yet?
Okay, well, for me, and I'm going to open up some phone lines because I want y'all to call. So please call in. We want to hear from you. Okay.
Because we do know that Cardi's love language is buy me something. And we can see
Yeah.
that by looking at her relationship with her husband as well as her relationship with her kids. It is buy me something. And if Tasha hasn't made one payment on the debt, there is absolutely under no circumstances do I believe that Tasha's going to go talk to her mommy and then go talk to her attorneys. And
And what
then
was the agreement? What agreement did she and Tasha make? Like what is Tasha selling? What is she offering? What is the offer? Was the sacrifice Nikki? Is she the offering? Like really, what's going on here? Why is she so dead center and I'm locked in when she has nothing to do with this subject matter?
And she compared that NDA to selling her life like for generations. It sounded like, I don't know what her terminology was, but she made it seem like that NDA was significantly worse than the $4 million lawsuit. I'm
She
sorry, but God forgive me. I'll trade them. If it
Okay.
was me.
Well, let's get some other people up here because I want to get everybody's opinion
Okay.
about it. So I want to go from the caller. So please, guys, call in. We want to hear, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Cardi B is going to forgive and let the drama go? Do you guys feel that Tasha K was genuine and heartfelt? We want to know what you guys think. So please call in. Okay. Do you guys think that Cardi B and Tasha K is trying to take Nicki Minaj down? Do you think they're trying to team up to destroy her? Do you think Nicki Minaj and Tasha K is teaming up to take Cardi B down? Do you think that this is a setup for Cardi B? I mean, it's so many things out here, and everybody have different opinions. So we want to hear from all of you. Calling from 256, you're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Thank you for taking my call. So
Anytime. Can you just
I
speak
am
up a
looking
little
at the
bit,
video.
please? Can you speak up?
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh. You know
Can
I
you hear
like it
me?
loud. Yes.
Okay. So what I wanted to say was I think the video was genuine. Um,
On whose
you
part?
know,
Just tell
on
who?
On Tasha K's part, I think
Tasha
her
K is
video was
genuine.
genuine.
Got it.
Apology,
Okay.
apology was genuine because um, you know, this is what Cardi B wanted all along, an apology. And so I think, when someone comes out and apologize, we start reading into their apology, whether it's genuine or whether it's not genuine. I think her apology was genuine. And so I think that's where we need to start. And I think with the discussion about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and their relationship, I think Tasha's at a point where she just want to squash the beef between women. And so I think that was perfect that she brought the two of them up because she likes Cardi B and she also likes Nicki Minaj. And so with her coming out with this apology and owning up to what she did, which I think she did own up to it and it was genuine, she brought them into the mix because even before she made that statement, I was thinking to myself, what if Cardi B and Tasha just sat at the table, woman to woman, to squash this out? This was months ago. And she
Yeah.
did exactly that, in my opinion.
And so many
She set
people
it up
wanted
for
this. So many people wanted
exactly
Tasha K and Cardi B to just stop it. Just, a lot of
sit
people
at
wanted
the table,
this.
woman to woman. And I think that's where we need to start. Let's put all this, what happened in the court case, what she said, what this one said. Let's not just recap that because that's
Well,
what I
they
heard tonight. A
well,
lot
I
of
well
recapping of
they do. Well,
what
people have
Tasha
to.
did,
Well, they have to do
dragged her.
that.
That's just
Well,
continuing the narrative.
I know, but they have to do it because it's gossip and it's messy and it's just a part of the community. And people have the mindset to try to limit one's thought process is really not allowing someone to express how they feel about the situation. It's almost like, you know, you got to think like this. And Tasha K, she already said she don't want to do the cult thing. So
Right. So, but I agree with Cardi. I think she needs to speak with her heart. Don't listen to her friends. Go. She went to the confidant, her mother, because she know her mother is going to tell her the right thing. Her friends, her fans, her husband, possibly, they're probably going to tell you forget it. And guess what? The narrative is going to continue because if she doesn't forgive her, whatever decision Cardi makes, it's going to take a long time for her to see $4 million or $1 million from Tasha K. Period. The
got it.
woman just does
Now,
not have that.
if a miracle comes and Cardi B forgives her with the $4 million and that is gone, how would you feel? How would you feel?
Well, me personally, I would feel like, I did the right thing because I would want somebody to forgive me. But if she
No, no, no,
turns
no, no,
around and
no.
slaps,
Not you in a position. You as just a caller or just a spectator, a viewer. How would you feel if Cardi B just forgave Tasha K? I'm not asking how would you feel personally if you was Tasha K.
I'll be a fan 10 toes down.
A fan of
10
who?
toes
A
down
fan of
because
who?
that's it, of Cardi. Because know
Okay.
what that tells me?
What
That
does
she's
it tell
bigger than
you?
all of this crap on the internet. She's bigger than what the fans are saying. She's thinking with her own mind. I would be a fan 10 toes down because that's the woman that I want to ride with. That's the
Got it.
friend that I
All
want to have.
right. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, would you still
Here,
be a
huh?
fan? Would you still hold it against Cardi? It's a lot of things. Tasha K have also mentioned a lot of times about the roaches. You remember that. And also about the race thing always come up when people talking about Cardi or they dislike her. Would you continue to hold that word that she said and all that other stuff against her, or would you completely let it go even if in the future she does something you dislike?
Well, here's the thing. If you apologize, then you move on.
Got it.
If you're going to continue to hold it, why apologize? I mean, it's just, don't do the apology. Okay. If
Okay.
you're going to continue to do the same, Just keep your apology.
No, I'm asking for
That's
you,
not.
for a spectator. Because, people in the comment section, they talk, people in the comment section, every time I have Cardi here, they always bring up, but she said this about Black women and she did this. So I'm asking you as a spectator, if Cardi B forgives Tasha K for 4 million, she don't got to worry about that anymore. Say, for instance, in the future, Cardi B does something again that is irritating or people don't like.
Tasha
What
K.
happens? Huh?
Well, I
You
wanted.
meant Tasha
Here's
K.
the thing. Nobody's perfect. So,
No, I meant
um,
Cardi B, because Cardi B, does stuff in the news, and we always bring her up because she does a lot of stuff. Cardi B is controversial, but every time we bring Cardi B up and it's controversial, we always hear, but she called Black women roaches. But she's this, she's a culture vulture. We always hear that. So I'm asking, if Cardi B let the 4 million go, you as a spectator, and would you let that go? Would you bring that up every time that you have an issue with Cardi B? That's all I'm asking.
I don't think I would bring that up every time. I mean, you like a person, but you don't like the act of the things that they do, right? Just like your children. You love your children, but you don't like that they're stealing, robbing, shooting, or whatever the case may be, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's the way if she comes out like that, then no, I can't rock with you.
Okay, yeah, I don't think she ever will call other Black women roaches, but it can be something, she stole a honey bun or she got into it with another rapper. People seem to always bring up her past in her face. That's all I'm saying. But okay.
Well, the thing is, work. When people hurt people, hurt people. When you come for me, I'm coming for you. Like Tasha said, you come for me, then I'm gonna get you first. So when you're angry, you'll say anything. You call people roaches, dogs, whatever.
Oh,
But
so
at
that
the
ain't
end of the day,
right.
look
That ain't gonna stop.
back to
And you know what, caller? That's why I wanted to ask you. Then, if just say, for instance, if you and I were friends and I was doing what Tasha was doing to Cardi B, and then I had posted this video as an apology. I mean, well, not even that situation, but let's just say I apologize to you, and I brought up everybody else that allegedly done you wrong within my apology. You would not think, I wouldn't think that somebody that did that to me was genuine at all, because in my opinion, an apology is somebody taking responsibility for their actions. If I've done something to you, specifically whatever I've done to you, that is what I'm apologizing to you for. I'm not going to throw somebody else that hurts you into the equation in order to affect your emotions even more, basically hurting your feelings at any rate. I'm not going to bring up what somebody else done because I'm not them to
but
be
I don't
able to
think that
say
was
that.
when she brought up Nicki. I don't think that was her intent to hurt Cardi B. I think she's trying to create a reconciliation, and I think that's why she made that statement. Hey, if you help her, that's not going to bring you down, and I do believe that.
But what did that have to do with she and Cardi B situation? And she apologized, and that's what I'm asking. Like, of all things that she could have said, if she were genuine, why
That's
would you bring up Nicki
Hold on,
Minaj?
both of you guys are talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know she was talking. I
Mhm.
was still asking the question. I'm sorry, miss.
Okay, Chris, you want to ask a
yeah,
question?
but that's all I had to say, Gigi. I thank you for allowing me to comment. I'll let somebody else come up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, Butter Pecan, how you doing?
Okay.
Are you there? It's like a static in your background. I hear you. It's a lot of noise. I'm gonna let you come back later. I'm calling from 317. You're live in the air.
Hello, ladies. Good evening.
Hey,
Hi.
Glenn.
I'm fine, and you?
Great. I wanted to know, what were your thoughts on the Tasha K video that just went out last night, and Cardi B saying that she's going to talk to her lawyers and her mom after that video?
Well, first of all, I feel like Tasha K is doing reverse psychology. Nicki Minaj is playing chess. they both are in cahoots because, of course, Tasha K wants her to drop that lawsuit. I don't know exactly what Nicki would get out of it, but I'm sure it would be something. And also, what didn't sit well with me on the Tasha K interview, she was saying something about, Nicki, you could help Cardi with her career and it wouldn't even put you down. You could help her come up or whatever. To me, she was kind of throwing shade on Cardi's career also.
Okay. Did you want to add more or you were just done?
I agree. I agree with the scholar.
I,
Absolutely.
I was I was just wondering, why did she say that? Like Nicki could help Cardi with the come up. In my opinion, she's already up. You know, they could be having writer's block or anything. I mean, it happens. They're on top, and then they might scroll down a little bit, but that don't mean she done hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
They're playing. Those two are playing chess, and they're trying to see how smart Cardi B is gonna be about it.
Got it. Well, that's a good question. I would like to ask the audience that. The caller feels that it was a diss to Cardi B that Tasha K said that Nicki Minaj could help her in the hip hop industry. Do you feel that way? Press 1 if you feel like it was a diss to Cardi B. Press 4 if you feel like it was not a diss to Cardi B. I would tell you how I took it. I took it that Nicki Minaj, she's an icon in the game. She knows a lot about this industry just because she has longer longevity, long experience. Anybody, Nicki Minaj can help all the girls, any person that came after her, to give them pointers about this because that's just experience.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how I took it.
Oh yeah. Then why is Akbar not at the top? Akbar is very lyrically talented. Nicki threw her a bone, gave her an opportunity and a chance.
Okay, so you're asking me that question?
Yeah.
Okay, I take it. Well, everybody is different. It's almost like a teacher in a classroom. The teacher can tell the whole classroom and teach them. Some will excel and some won't. Akbar may not have it. And just because you are mentoring one person and they don't make it far, it does not mean that you can't mentor other people and they'll make it farther, you know?
Then why does that same logic and rationale not apply to Cardi?
In what way? As Cardi B mentoring? I think she does mentor girls.
No.
What are you talking?
Everyone's acting like everyone's acting like Nicki did not throw Cardi a bone and give her that opportunity.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you explain when are you talking about it? What are you talking about?
Okay, so in Tasha video where she was crying her heart out, she talked about how Nicki is older and she has what it takes to lift Cardi up from the ashes.
She does.
Absolutely. And that's
Wait.
Nicki Minaj, if Nicki Minaj
We wouldn't even know who Cardi is lyrically if Nicki hadn't actually done that, though.
I don't get that.
I don't get that part either. Could you explain that more?
I don't either. I
Okay.
don't either
So
because
no, okay. Maybe I'm just too much a barb, but look, no. Okay, so when Cardi came on the scene, it was that Bodak Yellow. Really, when she came on the scene, it was Love and Hip Hop. Then she had that Bodak Yellow,
Right. That
which
was
was
the
a
first
hit.
song, which was hot.
Yeah,
Was
no,
a hit.
I'm
Come on,
still gonna listen to that.
Bodak Yellow can come on right now, and I'm gonna get it crunk.
You can fuck me
When
if
the
you
beat
wanted
drop,
to.
Bodak Yellow is still my number one
Very
Cardi.
much,
So
very
it
much.
didn't have anything to do with that. That's what put Cardi on the map. But proceed.
Okay, but that was just still like, I don't know. It was still kind of, it had a very much underground vibe to it. It did get radio spins. It rose its way up, and then away. But then Cardi got on the then Nicki, I'm sorry, did motorsport with Cardi, and then
River.
all of a sudden it was some beef.
No, it was beef
But
with that.
Cardi B's verse was
No,
equally equivalent to Nicki's verse in Bodak in motorsports. I like Cardi B verse equally as I like Nicki verse.
I
think
did
both
too.
verses. So I can't say that Nicki smashed Cardi on there. I'm not gonna say Nicki's annihilated Cardi on motorsports. No. When
I
Nicki
can't
put
say
in
that
her
either.
verse
Hold on.
after Cardi verse was
River,
done, Cardi
yeah,
spoke on that
no,
several times.
that was a forced collab. That collab was not even genuine.
Because of Quavo. Quavo begged Nicki
That was
because they had
forced.
a friendship during that time.
That was so forced.
Okay, so that wasn't a bone. Is
Every-
that that's the point? Okay, so
No, that's not a bone. That was a
okay,
favor that Nicki did for her friend Quavo because they were in cahoots together. They were already doing
so
music together.
forced. Everybody was
okay.
upset. They'd rather not even do it because it was forced.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm a little biased at this point. Fast forward since we're in the future now. I
River,
mean,
you gotta stop.
comparably to then, I feel like the bone was already thrown.
I have no.
Can I
idea
say
what's going
something,
on.
please?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing, but I'm going to let you talk 317, or if you can give me a nickname, I can call you by the nickname. But I remember way back when Cardi B was on a red carpet and she really looked up to this individual, and this individual shaded the fuck out of her and she was crying. Now, people have said it was rumored that it was Nicki Minaj, but we just never know that. But that's the beginning. I remember also that Atlantic Record, the company or the machine behind Cardi B, hated Nicki Minaj and wanted to put her down. And even Kanye West and a lot of people say that they handpicked Cardi B to destroy Nicki Minaj and to be her competition.
Yeah, no,
But
I do realize that.
so it is a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people would don't even know. But 317, I apologize. Go ahead, talk to me.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say real quick, don't forget about Offset, because Offset, he knew people in the music industry too. And as I can remember, I believe they were dating, him and Cardi was dating around that time when Motorsports came out. Then I start seeing her on more videos. I start seeing him and her together on videos also. So I think Offset played a big part too in her blowing up as far as her career goes.
Oh yeah, I agree with the caller there. Absolutely. And just to put a bug in you guys' ear too, what if at the same time all this is going on, there is something deeper that Tasha K has on Nicki Minaj pertaining to Cardi B. And that's what Tasha K is selling to Cardi B, which is that she's the one who wanted Tasha to initiate and go forth with this lawsuit, and that Nicki Minaj is allegedly the one that was telling her to push the content. Because now that Tasha is coming out throwing people under the bus, particularly Nicki, particularly exposing Nicki, are you going to expose more? What I just don't get, because this lawsuit was so fierce, and what it was like, I know people don't understand why I keep saying what I'm saying, but if you actually know the story of their lawsuit and the trauma that was caused, and them going back and forth to court, them being on other shows and other, content creators and news anchors covering it, that was a pretty big deal. And she was the first celebrity to ever sue a content creator. So we're not talking about a minor lawsuit, we're talking about a major lawsuit.
Yeah,
And when I think
is
about
that a precedent?
Right. And when I think about that, you know, it really, if somebody like Tasha K is making, a truce with somebody like Cardi B that she had to go to war with and lost in that war, it's almost like when you lose a war, you give up something. So is Nicki the offering in whatever she was going through? Because like I said, it still bothers me that Tasha kept reiterating this NDA, this non-disclosure agreement that she felt like she would have been in for over a lifetime when she was going through this lawsuit with Cardi B. This was going on. She was telling us about this NDA when she and Cardi were still actually active in the lawsuit before the verdict was granted. So, with that being said, did you not like specifically sign that NDA because you knew that it could save you later? Like, was that like a lifeline for you? Because you knew that this was someone that forced your hand, and that if there were text messages or phone calls recorded, because we're not going to act like Tasha K is above recording a phone conversation with anyone. So, with that being said,
Okay.
I'm looking at somebody who's very sneaky, somebody who's very, narcissistic, and somebody who will snake their way to the top. Like I said, I love what Tasha do, and I think she's very intelligent. I would never take that from her, which is why I think that she would think strategically as this. How else would she get into a Cardi B's good graces to salver herself during a $4 million lawsuit when she is average like you and I, and which is probably upper middle class for the most of us, but at the same time, you're not a celebrity status of a Nicki Minaj nor a Cardi B. And what I find ironic in this interview that she did for herself is the fact that she kept trying to compare herself to them. She kept putting herself on their level. She kept comparing herself to them. That is a problem, because it's a lot of reasons why you can see this interview as disingenuous, as in this apology as disingenuous. It's not because I'm nitpicking with Tasha or I don't like Tasha. It's about the reality that I can see what she's doing. I can hear what she's saying clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I see her on this video. I don't need somebody to tell me what Tasha said. What Tasha's saying it to me, and I can press rewind at any time. Anytime you play this interview, you hear her going from different energies, different settings, different topics, and then slowly but surely easing somebody in here as bait.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Nicki Minaj
Yeah.
don't respond to this. I hope Nicki don't have nothing to say to this, because Nicki, in my opinion, shouldn't even be in it. So if Nicki responds to this was gonna shock me. But also too, the outcome of this situation, I'm very curious too, because what do a Tasha K, what can Natasha K say to a Cardi B to make her redact a $4 million lawsuit or even consider it? And that is the question that we should be asking ourselves: is what
That,
is possibly that she has tangible enough to make me pull back in front of the public everything and undo everything that I've done? That's it.
and that part right there is what has, because my understanding is that Cardi spent more than $1 million on her attorneys. I don't know how true that is or not.
She spent about $2.5 million, I heard, on this lawsuit alone.
Thank you. So what makes anybody in their right mind think that she's about to walk back anything on Tasha? I mean, with some anyone with some sense. You think about all that stress, all that time that she took away from being able to be in the studio and probably make $10 million or $20 million. Instead, she was in court going back and forth fight with Tasha. And she paid $1.5 million for the labor that the attorneys put into it.
You got to remember, she had private investigators hired to go into Tasha's account from the
Oh
IRS.
yeah. So
So that's
that's
why
where it's potentially even more up to the
we know
2.5 you said.
exactly. Go ahead, Mama. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make mathematical sense. She's about to let she's about to just say, you know what? If I was to try, I mean, like, okay, so she's already in the whole $2.5 million. Let's just say hypothetically. If Tasha was to have the money that she's suing her for, she would potentially have an extra $1.5 million. We all know Tasha ain't got it. She said it. We all know she ain't got it. We can see by the theatrics, Tasha ain't got it. What's she gonna apologize for? There's no benefit, in my opinion, to Tasha
Got it.
taking her foot off Tasha neck. I'm
All right.
sorry, Cardi taking her foot off Tasha neck.
Callers. Let's get some other callers, Sam. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You 317. I really appreciate that. All right. I think also it's not just about money. Cardi B has money. I think it's more sometimes could be about principle and just putting somebody on their back. But let's continue on. Calling Butter, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Good.
You remember me, right?
I think I do.
Yes, this is me from the other night. Let me let these loud ass cats out.
I'm
Oh,
gonna come back to you, okay? I'm gonna come back to you. It's a lot going on. Call 347. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Talk to me.
How are you, Gigi? It's so good to speak to you again.
Same here. I love it.
Thank you. Um, I was here for a big part of the show, and I wanted to. I took a few notes because I wanted to make sure that I'm clear and concise with my commentary and my opinion. But it's more like an assessment. Tasha K pays $640 a month to Cardi B. These are facts. For 60 years because of her Chapter 11. Now, most people would say they're both going to be dead before she collects, correct? But that was not the end goal of Tasha K. The goal is to go to Mali, to do root work, and to make sure that it's done with the purest intentions of love. That's why even when she inboxed Cardi B and she was snazzy and back and forth, her natural spirit, she had to be true to the spell of what her purpose was for 90 days in Mali. That goes back to Nicki Minaj. That is a part of the root work too. She has to do good before this case is dropped. What you heard Cardi B sound, it wasn't genuine because it was a spell casted last night with Tasha K coming online, crying, water. That was very significant and only lasted about 42 seconds. And then she went into the rest of it. It goes to the point of her traveling and press tours, dragging Cardi B with that nasty spirit, getting traction because she can't do it on her own channel. Cardi B is also the whole industry is into sorcery. And Nicki Minaj as well. She was blackballed and she had to do with sorcery to be on top again. So it doesn't surprise me that Tasha K is now returning from Mali, going on her press tour, dragging her with this numbers game, and having people listen to it in high numbers. Cardi B is a big star. If she did a concert with one song dedicated to Tasha K, you would see Tasha K reverse her spirit, her energy, sounding like Cardi B on that call. She sounded lethargic. She sounded like it didn't make sense. Her fans are like, what is she doing? Because it's a spell. Words are very powerful. And they both do root work. It seems Tasha K is winning now. I do believe that Cardi B will cancel this lawsuit because now her energy is really depleted. That's why she wants to visit her mom. No one else. Her mom practices Santeria.
Right.
Yeah. So it's all sorcery.
Yes.
But Tasha K and her husband's family are heavily involved with ancient Kemetic sciences. Smash it. So that's all I wanted to
Girl,
say.
You gotta stay on. I got some questions. First of all,
okay.
I just want to say I thank you for showing your wisdom in that field, in that perspective. And I know some people can feel like, oh my God. I mean, If you have a
The whole
religion,
industry,
you
though.
have a a belief. It's
Hey, caller, you shook me a little bit, but you know what? The way that you broke it down made me comfortable to perceive what you were putting out, and it kind of made sense. It explained a lot, like everything that you were saying about what last night was and how people manifest, and it kind of correlates to what I was saying was like Nikki a sacrifice. I didn't say it in that context because I don't understand that context, but from my perspective,
Right.
I
But
felt
Nikki
like
is
it
not the
was.
sacrifice, Chris.
Sorry.
Nikki's in the sacrifice. Nikki is in the sacrifice. I'm glad you brought that up. She actually is a part of the spell. She would have to work with Cardi B. So Gigi was right in that regard, 1,000% right. In order for the spell to come full fruition into the work, she has to do good. It has to be out of love. That's why she ended that live. And words are powerful. You will get what's owed to you. Remember
oh
Tasha K?
yes,
Now,
girl,
do you
I
think that
love
Cardi
you.
B is in cahoots with that? Because I've heard on the other spectrum years
No,
ago
no,
that at
no.
one point
Nikki,
Cardi B
Hold
was
on,
in.
hold on,
Nikki,
Chris. Go
Nikki,
ahead.
yeah, yeah, with Gigi.
Oh no, I want. What is your nickname or your internet name?
Trish.
Trish. Do I gotta say it like that, Trish?
No, no,
Okay.
Trish. You could just call me Trish, but you
Okay.
said internet name. So, but you can call me Trish.
I want.
Just Trish.
Yeah, if you
Uh,
feel comfortable, Trish, if you can email me at
mhm.
the Messy Sweet Spot, I would
I
love
can't
to
hear you.
have. I said, if you can, if you
You're
feel
breaking up.
the spirits don't want us to connect.
The devil is a lie.
I'm actually. Let me do this. You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful. I took out my headset. What was the question, Gigi?
No, I said if you feel comfortable, if you can email me at the Messy Sweet Spot, I would love to stay in contact with you. I would love to bring you on
Absolutely.
different content so you can break down what goes on. Um, yeah.
I
So
trust you, Gigi. What is
yeah,
it? Messy?
the Messy Sweet Spot at yahoo.com.
The Messy Sweet Spot at Yahoo. Simple enough. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
It's this.
I definitely wanted to say that Nicki Minaj, and this is very important factor too, to help Chris uh, understand why Tasha K could not sign that NDA.
Okay, I'm listening.
World, there, yeah, there's no worldly agreements when it comes down to root work. And because Nikki is a huge part of this spell and she knows it, she knows she's very knowledgeable, but she's trying to balance spirituality with show business, and there's no place for it. Mali is West African. They don't, some towns and tribes don't even have internet. You can't have cell phones, you can't have nothing. Okay, they're very pure. So uh, we Westerners could go over there. That's how the Haitian Revolution was won because of this ancient Kemetic sciences. No guns won that war. So Black people need to retreat back to their natural power. And just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean that it's only limited to you. I'm not a celebrity. Um, so when you are in, you operate on a higher frequency, you can see the plays with this industry. Not everyone works sorcery, but most of them do. Most. And that's how they stay winning in this game.
Got
Believe
Now,
it.
it or
may I ask
not.
you a question?
Absolutely.
Do you think that that's what they when they say the Illuminati? Do you think that that's what they're talking about? Like, is that? I'm just curious.
No, no, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's just a word, dear. That's just a
Yeah,
word to scare people.
it's a
The
Well, I
boogeyman.
can't
validity
wait
is
until you come back and you talk about this because you really opened my eyes to something I didn't even know about and think somebody was involved with.
yeah.
But with the world we live in, knowledge is so important. So important.
Yeah,
Oh,
we live amongst zombies and sleepwalkers. So of course, what you think you'll see, you're not really seeing at all. It's a simulation. And what you think you know nothing. Just like Gigi said, you have no idea what goes on behind the industry and the work that take place. And when they perform, give you an example of a public ritual, Whitney Houston.
Got it. Now we want to be
They need
careful,
people.
Trish. If we can just be careful with the wording, because they come for
Oh,
certain,
okay, got it.
and
Absolutely,
in
absolutely.
the spirit realm,
Spells,
they can sniff it
yeah,
out.
spiritual, sorcery. I like to call it, sprinkles.
Okay, well, yeah, sprinkles is so much better. One question before I let you go. I thought it was something deeper involved in this case. When Cardi B talking about death, and it seemed like this connection is around death a lot, because it's a lot of taking yourself out, which is another form of a ritual or sacrifice, even when you're talking about Christian realm. So you guys, because I know some, you can relate more that sometimes in the Christ realm, you have to kill your flesh in order to be reborn. You understand what
Yes.
reborn is? Reborn
Absolutely.
is a death. You have to die in order to be reborn.
You
And
have to die to live. That's
people don't, I guess, when you do it in a Christian realm, because that's your tradition, they understand it. But when it comes into a different, I guess, belief, all of a sudden they get lost in the translation. Like, what is that? What is that? I'm like, nigga, you do it too.
But not only that, Auntie
Ritual.
Ruby, you have to remember that death is also transformation. Death is not somebody always physically dying. Death is, like you said, a rebirth of yourself, you becoming better, you changing, you not doing things the way that you used to do the old way. You now see things from a different eye, a different perspective. So like I said, when she said root work and stuff like that, and she was talking about death and stuff, I think transformation, because I wouldn't be doing a spell for somebody
No.
that, but I guess what Tasha is trying to say is they can grow past whatever dust they're going through. And if that's what Trish was
Okay.
saying, like the transformation
That
spell.
that that was not, and as dark as it, I know you're trying to glitter it up, but it meant exactly that. When you're under root work, and having all of her fans humiliate her and turn, all of that was a part of that Molly and Trip. Okay, how did they love you today? You could do no wrong, and they're dragging you, and then you say the unthinkable, right? And then 13 hours exactly later, your nemesis gets online and breaks the spell with love. But that's what it takes, love and water. She taps into ocean. So that was the compassion to break it and to continue this into fruition. Nicki Minaj is definitely a part of it. That's why she said that she will, Cardi B will be paid. She will get what she's owed or what's coming to her. And that's the Nicki Minaj collaboration. So look forward to that in the future.
Now I wanted to, I'm sorry, I got kind of ahead of myself, Trish. But when Cardi B said she wanted to put the pow pow, the bullet, and she was so descriptive, I just felt that was so eerie how descriptive she was. And also it happened around the birth of Bella Keys. And it's interesting that Tasha K called her by her government name, her birth name,
Yes, she had
versus
to.
Cardi B.
She had
So
to.
to me, that is all in that spiritual try to ram, like around the birthday and taking herself out of here. Could you
So
explain,
Cardi
or am
B,
I lost, or what?
when you played Cardi B's clip of her drowsy sounding and very responsive to Tasha K's, crying online for 42 seconds, and what she said, she didn't hear any of the shady drags like Chris heard. She was under a spell.
So you're in agreement that we did hear her being shady, right? Then Trish.
Yeah, absolutely. We all did.
Yeah, we
Um,
Okay, thank
she
you.
want to speak to her friends. She doesn't want to speak to her husband. She wants to follow the directions, to be obedient and speak to her mother because that's what the ritual called for. When she needs that confirmation from her mother, uh, to either, uh, be defeated, meaning their root work will be dissolved and it will be a truce. That's why she sounded that way.
90
Cardi never
seconds.
sounds like that. She sounded very dazed. I'm sure that's why she wasn't, online like that. It was just a audio.
Okay. Did any what did it have to do with her getting a pow pow? Why did it all start with Cardi B wanting to take herself out? I felt that was kind of eerie. Why did it all start there?
It didn't start there.
60
Oh, okay.
seconds.
The problem is, this ritual, excuse me, this, sprinkle, is literally, the result of how this lawsuit was filed and what caused it. In Tasha K's mind, as much as you guys don't believe it, she believes the only reason why Cardi B sued her was because of ego. Okay? He took down the videos. He wasn't going to apologize because of the narcissistic, uh, words and attacks that he had on Black women. She's not going to apologize, but she would take the videos down. And she kept talking. It was all about ego on both parts, and they both practiced sorcery. So that's
10
what we're dealing with.
seconds.
It's a spiritual warfare. It's not a legal warfare.
Okay. People with
Oh,
Nicole donated $2. She said, "Who is her mother? Beyonce, not Madonna anymore."
I think it's Beyonce.
It is. Beyonce is the high priestess of
She
Nicki Minaj.
is. She is, and she's the
Yeah,
Oshun. I
yeah,
thought that in African pretense, Afro Brazilian pretense, she was supposed to be the original Oshun. Then Cardi B came out and she wears the symbolism of Oshun with the peacock on her thigh.
yeah. But she's not. She has to go through IFAs, for both Nicki, uh, and Beyonce years ago after she had her child went to a pilgrimage in West Africa to do her IFA initiation. That's when she was. Right after that, she did the Super Bowl and her face changed and she had all those images removed.
Wow,
Remember
Trish
that
really
Super Bowl?
lighting it up on here tonight, guys. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button, guys, for the messy sweet spot. Make sure
Yeah.
Auntie Ruby May has her
Don't
love.
let
She has the
don't
guests
let
that we're
your
supporting.
don't let your mind trick your eyes. Don't let your mind trick your eyes.
To whom?
You know what you saw. The meaning,
Yeah,
general.
I saw
You saw
Tasha
you
K
saw.
doing a lot. I did. I saw her exactly what you were reiterating. And from your context and your belief, I understood what you were saying based off her reactions. You basically read her and explained her to me, Trish. And it made sense to me because on a spiritual level, it took my worldly response to a different, understanding. So exactly what you're saying.
You was right on target, but you wasn't articulating it. You kept using the verbiage. It didn't seem genuine. It seemed like her energy was off. You was right there, but your mind was keeping you on logic instead of spiritual, uh, intelligence. Get it?
Right. Because I wasn't reading them from spiritual levels. I was reading them from a worldly, surface. And
Yeah.
that's what I was designed to do from
Off the
this
table.
podcast.
If you take that off the table, you will be just fine.
Oh,
Just
if I take that off the table, honey, I'm gonna see more than I want to see, and that's the problem. See, some of us these people are.
exactly.
Listen, we don't want to go. First of all, going to the fourth dimension, the dream state to even manifest what you want is hard enough to bypass because you gotta like really stabilize your mind. But to go into the 3D realm and stuff like that, I'm just not ready. So I decide to keep my
And,
training wheels on.
and
You
in
know.
due time, And due time, my dear, because you're right there, and I'm
Oh, I
telling
know you feel my energy. I felt you. I know how strong and
you.
powerful you are. When you said your name and you added the extra F's, a couple of people even in the comments caught you. One girl, I think her name is Leah Lisa. She said, "Damn, that was a spell right there." She was posting her presence, and I'm like, "Damn, she kind of was," but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's ironic how the world is, but like some of us genuinely have good hearts. So even if whatever my belief is or whatever your belief is, the type of belief I have, I see the world as God created us all. So with that being said, we all believe in the same thing, just got different names and terms for it based off how we see and perceive it. You get me?
No.
Well, that's how I perceive it because I might not know. Like, for instance, what you
Let,
were saying, I didn't know anything about. You taught me whatever you just taught me up here from speaking, you just taught me for the first time. So for me, that was new to me.
okay,
You see
so
what I'm saying? But that means that
let
I don't,
you higher,
I'm
Chris.
sorry.
Let me
Yes.
you higher. The black woman is God. I'm not special. It's in all of us. It's nature. We create everything you know and believe and see today. The black woman created. It came from us.
All right. All right. That's a
Trish
word,
I
Trish.
spoke.
Trish, email. Well, I can't wait till you email me. Now, another thing, I know I mentioned this 3 times or 2 times, Trish. So did Cardi B come in public saying that she want to take herself out with the pow pow the bullet? What is that? Did that have any meaning or no?
That it was no meaning. It was just that it was time of the spell to be broken and it to be redirected. Uh, right now, you know how you could be in a car with a driver and you could be sitting in that passenger seat and you see the road, but you don't know where you are. That's Cardi B right now. Tasha K is the driver. Okay. So that's why nothing is even making sense to her. But yet catch this. Even though she sounded confused, very confused, she still came online. People are wondering the number one question, why didn't they keep this behind the scenes? Because it can never be behind the scenes. It's a sprinkle. So,
Because she's manifesting. So she has to put it
and
out into the universe, right?
yeah, Tasha K started it with her live, and with that water child, that crying, that's why Cardi B came on, humble, confused. She needs her mama back.
And that's why she don't want to talk to anybody else because they can't see in the spiritual
Anybody else.
realm.
No one from the industry, none of her friends, not even her husband.
Yeah. She need a spiritual
So,
guidance.
here's the thing. Believe it or not, this isn't even negative. What she initially did and Molly, that's why it got this, and that's why she had to come online and break it because it was going too far. If she didn't come online, it would have been something else. So the next time we heard Cardi B, which was a few hours later, feeling like she wants to just out of the blue drop the charges and drop the lawsuit out of the blue. It's amazing. It's amazing. The great thing that I love about this, is that as evil and narcissistic as Tasha K is, she is going to be the catalyst for Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to finally collaborate. Mark my words.
Mm. All right, bring it home, Tasha. Bring it home.
Yeah, and it can only work like that, or it will boomerang to her, and that's when it will really get dark. Okay.
That is crazy. I've never heard anything like this before in my life. But you know what? I'm interested to see the outcome because it's already out here. Like we've heard it. We
So, 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 if you really want to know the core of how this all got started with the sorcery, 2 words: Star Marie.
Oh,
Star Marie, Cardi's old friend.
Yeah. hmm She's a sorcery too. She used to
No
work
way.
and treat under Dr. Sabi.
What about Star
She did
Brim?
interviews. I'm sorry.
What about Star Brim? Cardi's best friend who got pregnant to avoid prison time.
You know who Star Brim is, Cardi.
Um, yeah, I do, but I'm not.
She's not too
I don't
familiar.
pick up on energy. I've been following Cardi's energy, not the people surrounding her. I feel her mother's energy. I love her mother's energy because she's a true, uh, you know, spirit.
So they
Fancy.
white witches.
And right, but they're very light. They not everything comes from ancient Kemetic science. Anything voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, all of that stuff comes
Right,
from
hermeticism.
Kemetic science. Right, going back to us being the creator, the black goddess. Of course. So how can the mama be beat by the children?
I think that Tasha K was exuding a lot of energy of Black Lilith being the furthest point from the earth. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that she tried to show us whatever's been hidden inside of her, and she wanted to bring it to the forefront to try to kind of live in her truth in this little interview that she did. I mean, as far as that, I've studied
Look
esoteric
at
and astrology, but like, what
look at you.
I've never studied
Look
anything
at
else outside of that. But I went to college and I
yeah.
did that.
Which house? Which house do that black
Hold
moon
on.
sit
I
in?
think 347 was saying something, River. Go ahead. What did you say?
I was saying
Or
that
Trish, I'm sorry.
if so, a lot of people let's keep it messy and light, but still send the message, right? When you look at Tasha K's look, does it come across as androgynous to you?
Repeat that, please.
When
Wait.
you look at Tasha K as a black woman, does her aesthetic look a bit androgynous to you?
I can't hear her. I don't know why. Can you guys hear her?
Hello. Yeah.
Let me turn up my earpieces.
Can you
Hold
hear
on.
me now?
She said
Can you
just
hear me now?
Do Tasha K, I guess, look androgynous.
Yes, that's the. Thank you, Gigi.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be offensive, so I don't want to go too down this
No, no,
road.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no, no. Meaning it's not offensive. It's done on purpose. Uh, did you ever see her dress up as Cardi B? That footage she did,
Yeah, why did she
where
that
she
was
put
kind of
on
different.
that.
Dre-
That was a
And
part of it too.
she just
That was
did
a big part of it.
and that's crazy. She just dressed up as Cardi B recently.
Yes, for Halloween.
Wow. She was oh my goodness.
So my thing is, if you really look, it's self-evident what's going on here, right? And to YouTube and subscribers and listeners, it's like, dag, Tasha K is messy. But it's all by design, everything you see. And please don't let your mind uh, trick you in thinking that what you see isn't really what you see. Okay? That's the Mandela effect. That's how they get you.
Mm. All right, Trish. Which I
All right. Thank you so much. I will
thank
be
you.
emailing you.
I hope
I hope
so.
I didn't shake. I will. I absolutely will as soon as I get off the phone, Gigi. And it was a pleasure speaking to you, Chris.
You
I
as well, Trish. You
continue
are
to
very
be
knowledgeable,
like
phenomenal, and I
you.
learned so much from you. You are a star angel for
Thank you
real.
so much. And we learned from each other. Yes, I learned from this phone call as well. I learned that um, there are more powerful women out there. Being on this call, I can feel the energy in the phone, and it's amazing. So, Ashe to all of you, and I'll be emailing you now, Gigi. Smash it.
Thank you.
Bye.
I appreciate
Yes, what a sweet energy.
Yes, that's why I love talking to everybody. Call through, come through. Calling
Yeah.
from 602. You're live on the air.
Hey, Miss Gigi.
Hey, oh my God, are you okay?
I'm good.
I haven't heard from you in a long time, Mr. Barb.
I know. It's been a while, but listen, I just want to say, to me, this whole situation, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. I just feel like Tasha, she has ulterior motives. I don't think that she is genuine in any of it because Cardi not only tried to destroy Tasha's livelihood, but she tried to destroy her children's livelihood. And knowing Tasha, she always says that she needs that content creators should stick together and that we should not let these celebrities bully us. And to me, the whole thing with the Joe Budden situation, we all know that Cardi was behind that situation. Cardi didn't like what Tasha and Joe was saying, so she cut that interview off, and Tasha felt some type of way about it. But my thing is this: I feel like Tasha using Nicki was unnecessary, but I feel like there's another play here that we're not seeing. I feel like Tasha and Nicki, and I really don't want to bring Nicki's name into this, but I just feel I have to say it. I feel like they're working together, Tasha and Nicki, because we and the barbs don't want to admit this, but Nicki took a L when it came to the Offset situation with Kenny. What happens if this is her get back? What happens if Tasha is just really playing in Cardi's face on some get back? It just doesn't make sense to me. All this time, this isn't the first time that Cardi said that she wanted to unalive herself. So why now? She could have said something at court. She said she wanted to unalive herself at court because of what Tasha K said. It just doesn't make sense, any of it.
I know a lot of you guys, you Barbs, are really hurting right now. Are you hurting, Barb?
Her, Tasha K ain't one of us.
I know, but the fact that the Barbs, you guys have an alliance with Tasha K and the Winos for so long. I mean, at one point in time, the Barbs and the Winos, you guys were thick as thieves.
Yeah, but we're not going to sit here and pretend like Tasha is all a barb, and Tasha is it's a free fall when it comes to Tasha. Tasha K only worries about herself and her money. That's it, and her family too.
Got
I'm
it.
not gonna I'm not
So
gonna say
the
that she only cares about
so the
herself.
so the Barb army, they don't feel slighted by Tasha K and her Winos.
I believe that they do, but I'm not gonna say that Tasha has is just switching sides. Like it's very hard to
Oh,
believe,
okay. You're being
Gigi. Like
hopeful.
when
You're being hopeful. You're hopeful. You're wishing and you're hoping that Tasha K is being an undercover agent. She's a secret agent working for Nicki Minaj to then trap Cardi B. Is that what we're going with this?
no, because to be honest, I want this entire beef to end.
Oh, you do?
Cardi can't survive without Nicki's name. She can't. That Bongos was a flop. Jealousy was a flop. Hot Ish was a flop. The only way she gets traction if Nicki's name is in it.
So you want
The
who
best
beef
I
to
want
end? Who beef do you want to end, Mr. Barb?
the Cardi and Nicki beef, but
Okay, you
it's just
guys.
gonna escalate when it came to that whole Kenny and Offset situation. It's only gonna escalate from there.
Okay, that's something big. I want to know, do you think that more Barbs want Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef to end, Mr. Barb?
No, I think they wanted to keep it going as much as they can
Wow, Mr.
because
Barb. That's something because you are Mr. Barb and know that you don't feel like the rest of the Barbs.
no. Let me explain. You know that all these people they love some drama. Everyone loves drama. And what's as big as the drama as Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj? They got physical, did they not? What happens if they want to have for that to happen again?
So you worried about people's well-being. That's where your concern is.
Yes, this beef is old. This beef is from like 6+ years ago.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it just needs to
old,
end.
but it looked like it's still yummy to so many people. But you feel like it's stale, it's dried up, it's bitter, and it's nasty, and you don't want any of it anymore. I get what you're saying, Mr. Barb. Can I ask you a question? I'm not trying to be messy. Have you
Go off.
noticed a lot of Nicki Minaj YouTubers have kind of disappeared?
Um, I wouldn't say disappeared, but I feel like they're being prepped for this album rollout that now has been delayed for until December. I think that's what it is.
I don't get that. What that have to do with a lot of Nicki like Barb's YouTube channels? I used to see like channels that were team Nicki Minaj. They used to criticize Cardi B quite often. However, I don't see them around anymore.
Well, I think that then maybe they're just sick of this whole thing and they maybe blame Nikki for it. But I'm not going to sit here and act like it's a one-way street. No, they both played a part in this.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I knew you would know that answer. I was just curious what was going on out here in these streets.
Well, if they're trying to blame only Nikki, then they weren't Barb's to begin with.
Well, no, I'm not saying their name anything. It's just some people that I used to see on the internet and I don't see them at all anymore. But yeah. But okay, Mr. Barb, I appreciate you. We're gonna let you go at this time.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Just how you doing? Just Meek. Hello? Just am I saying it right? Just Meek? All right, we're gonna let you go. Okay. So I just want to say thank you, Chris. Thank you, Miss River. Miss River, you got something else to say?
I'm at a loss for words.
You so silly.
This is a lot to digest.
I
Mm.
know it sure was, River, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I'm at
full?
a
Girl? Are you full?
mm-hmm.
This was a beautiful show. It was so I'm grateful for the callers because they gave a whole different insight where our minds wasn't even going. So that was beautiful to hear because now I'm gonna be going to sleep with a different perspective. Because other people gonna put stuff out, but we got all the tea here. Well, I know they're gonna be trying to steal Auntie Ruby content because all the juice here. Everything that could have been said, everything that could have been thought of, everything was here tonight. So like,
Yeah,
share, and subscribe at the Sweet Messy Spot because all the tea is here.
it's here.
Nicole Harris donated $5, and I just want to say something special about you, Miss Nicole. She states Tasha made a point to say, "I talked to Nikki, and we debate about you. Tasha never said, Cardi, let's be friends. Cardi, stop posting reactional bullshit." All right. So is Cardi B reposting something? Is it some new tea I don't know about? Now we're going to do another live, and my next live is dealing with Carlisha and confirming Rock's second pregnancy. Why you laugh, Miss River?
Because the mess keep messing.
Girl, I'm about to wear you out. Am I wearing you out, Miss Rivers?
How the mess is gonna keep going?
Miss Rivers like, bitch, you don't stop, do you? Shit. God damn, do you take a break? Shit.
Oh, look, Chris, we gonna have to talk. We need a panel. I'm interested in learning about that Lilith. Okay, because
Girl.
I got an eighth house Lilith, and
I got you.
I got an eighth house Lilith, and allegedly that's a big problem for me. So,
It was y'all. Look, the show cut up tonight. I don't know what else to say at this point. I ain't got no comments. I don't have no statements. I'm
mhm.
talking about flex tonight. The messy sweet spot flexed tonight.
Did and did.
Yes, I enjoyed y'all. Okay, Peter came back.
Hey,
Hey,
Peter.
Hey, what's going on?
What's
Hey,
up? Go ahead and talk.
Hey,
you made
Yo,
it.
yes. The other night when I called, when I was letting y'all know about Papoose and clocking in and everything like that, um, the people in the comments they was already laughing at me and everything, so that's why I just decided to call in and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Talk to you, Gigi, because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, y'all would understand where I'm coming from and how I feel about everything what's going on. You know, you know, Tyrese, the girl, whoever she is, the second girl or whatever, she's saying that she want them back and everything, but she still want 20 grand in child support and everything. You get what I'm saying? But she hollering, she want him back and this and that and the other, but she won't take the lawyers offer him no, and she want 20 grand for they got one baby together. So she want 20 grand for that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with what's the girl talking about something she didn't mean what she said. I forget who she was talking about something. She said what she said, and then she talking about something she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it like that. Who? Oh, Summer. That whole summer talking what she said about Krishan or whatever about the bullshit that she had done pulled. First off, why you and this other bitch? Y'all, why y'all even had to make a video about that? You get what I'm saying? Why y'all ain't got none but time on your hand? Why you ain't trying to make a song in the studio? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got a nice voice and everything. You up there, you got time, and you got this follower up there making the video, huh?
Rip.
Hello?
Yes.
yeah, we
Oh,
hear you.
I thought y'all was saying something.
No, we listening to you, mamas. We trying to get the tea.
Now,
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that this topic is about Tasha K. River.
Leave me alone, okay?
Okay.
Leave me
Well,
alone.
I
What?
understand.
Why I get caught up?
The to-
We thought you went to sleep, Rivers.
But I had to bring
I'm
that up.
still hanging in there.
I had to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? What happened the other night because y'all was already in it and everything, so I really couldn't finish what I had to say
right.
or whatever.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
that's why I
you to
brought
call in like doing that topic because right now
But
we're
okay, well let me talk on the topic then with Tasha K. I feel like Tasha K should have mind her business. She ain't no way why she even decide to get online and get where everybody can hear her and she's saying this and she's saying that or whatever. I feel like maybe she got online or whatever. She don't want to pay Cardi B, so I guess she feel like she trying to have some sympathy and all this other stuff like that or whatever. So she don't have to pay. Well, so Cardi B would just be like, well, oh, all right, well, let me go ahead and just I ain't finna pay or whatever. You get
Let
what
me
I'm
write
saying?
this debt off.
Right.
Let me
So
let me write this account receivable off. You're right.
right.
It's not happening.
Right, because why? Where now all of a sudden she come out of nowhere with this? You been knew Cardi B was going through way more other stuff way before this even happened. You should have came to her rescue then. So why all of a sudden now you want to go online with a apology and all this talk about it took her everything in her heart to apologize and all. Well, you shouldn't have even apologized. That meant that you didn't want to do it. That meant
And
that
then
you, huh?
and then she all jolly on Instagram today. I done made amends with the neighborhood talking, and all of a sudden a friend instead of a foe with Krishan. Girl, gone. Like what? Now, how don't know that don't just happen like that? But that lady did that just called tonight.
Well, I mean,
She
I
told us
ain't.
it was 13 hours. At 13 hours, and everything broke. So everything at that 13 hours, that was when it was over with. From whatever happened when she went to Mali, it was 13 hours from whenever whatever happened, and it broke. And today is a new day. That's what I got out
Mm,
of that. We got a new Tasha K. The beef is over with. Next thing you know, Nicki and Cardi gonna squash their beef. It's over.
Yep.
goddamn, people
It's
change
over.
up. People
And
change overnight.
and Jesus coming back, and we finna see him back walking on this earth. All
Well,
of
I
that's
mean,
coming back. It's
well,
all over.
I mean, she, I couldn't even believe this. All the shit Tasha K talk. I know darn well she wasn't. She apologizing and she got sympathy, and I'm like, whoa, 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 wait, what? She done became a saint overnight. Is this what's going on?
I wish y'all could have seen the chat when the lady said something about Tasha was androgynous. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's not supposed to be brought up. But child, see, this is why just
What?
keep me on mute. Just keep me on mute until we talking about Krishan. Because I don't have nothing nice to say.
Because Tasha, I really, people, y'all in the comments, y'all already was laughing at me the other night. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just just laugh. Y'all in the comments, y'all. Anyways, I don't even care no more. Tasha, she just transformed. Was it no
I
more?
need that.
Money usually change people. You get what I'm saying?
What
But
money?
Ain't
What
that the truth? But
money?
who money?
money didn't have to change. Well, what it is, I think what changed her is that she don't want to pay. Something's. I mean, because
Pay
people
with
don't.
what? What you gonna
I
pay
thought
with?
she. I thought she had a show or whatever. What she be interviewing and everybody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She done
She
interviewed
do.
a couple people.
It costs. The chat had said the other night it was $12.99 a month. I don't know how many subscribers she got. Look, I'm okay. I'm not Tasha. Tasha has one hell of a work ethic. Let's give her that for real. She has one hell of a work ethic. And I think for me, that's what disappoints me so much about her. You got this strong work ethic and she passionate, but the energy behind it just hasn't been right. However, after that spell broke or whatever broke at that 13 hours after whatever Cardi said in the video, we got a new Tasha. So I think that going forward, we're going to see something new. I do. I think we're going to see something new. We're going to see the Tasha that we have believed in for all of these years going forward.
It's already begun.
You know
It's
what?
all.
You know what? Somebody's talking about something. What in the nursing home groupie is going on here?
See y'all in the
You
comments.
know what? The
See
comments say
y'all exactly. Y'all always be laughing. Y'all always laughing at the
that
damn
was
body in the comments. Y'all the
that
same ones that laughed at me at the other time. You know what? Shout out to all y'all in the comments. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter no more because all y'all just crazy. All you. Now, Shoot, I know because the people in the comments they was laughing at me all the other night or whatever. And I'm talking to Gigi. I'm talking to I believe it was the girl she got from London. She got like an accident. Her and
Mm.
she was on the phone and somebody else. They in the comments laughing at me and everything. I'm expressing myself. You know what I'm saying?
He in the
So
comments.
I don't see y'all in the comments because y'all always got something to say. And then y'all, 1 minute y'all on one side, some of y'all on the other side. Y'all be confusing me. Then when I'm trying to talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying, thinking that they may understand. Man, they talking about I'm delusional about the papoose and Remy. You get what I'm saying?
But
Shoot.
you know what?
So
If you're gonna be on a live or if you're a content creator, you cannot, worry.
this Chris, I forgot all about you, Chris. My bad.
How dare you forget about
That's okay,
Chris?
beautiful.
No, cause she quiet. I went to thinking about. I had a flashback about the talking them in the comments laughing at me or whatever when I'm up there trying to explain myself of how I'm feeling about the situation. Cause that's what they had to ask. Call in. They say call in. If you do whatever you got to say and however you feel about everybody's situation. So I can't get nowhere with nobody in the comments. So that's when I say, you know what, Gigi will understand. So I called Gigi. And I'll be damned. When she had to say, well, they laughed in the
You
comments and
still
everything,
mad from the
you know
other
what I'm
night?
saying? That ain't making no better, So that's when I just said, you know what? Forget all of them in the comments. I say they all crazy as F. I can't cuss, you know what I'm saying? And thank you, Jesus. I mean, not well, you know what, Jesus too, but Gigi. My bad. I'm talking about Jesus.
Oh God.
I don't even. I might cuss it. I don't even cuss that much no more. You know what I'm saying? So yes. I ain't even
That is
studying the people
cracking
in the
me up.
comments or whatever because they the same ones that was laughing at me the other night, and that's when I called in. You know what I'm saying? And Gigi, I'm talking about Jeezy. Gigi had to listen to me and everybody else that was on the phone or whatever. They was kind of speechless and everything. I was like, hello. Seeing if they were still there and everything, and they let me know they were still there. They listening to me and everything, but I can't get that from the people in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So
But the
it
comments,
is what it is with them.
Miss
So
Clever, I believe you are clever, so then you know that the comments, good or bad, are always lovely. And they don't mean any harm. They just sitting here joking and stuff like that. Because I was reading the comment I made, though funny, it was very cute. It was respectful. It wasn't vulgar. It wasn't anything like that. And as I scroll through the rest of the comments, these people are being just, naturally fun. They're not being derogatory. They're not being disrespectful, but that's what it's about. This is a fun place. Even though we're getting
right,
and stuff, we have fun. So everybody's different and people from all over the world perceiving you. So you don't know that person could be from overseas or anything, but you want to keep your footing and your liking and know that your personality is liked enough that people talking about it and making jokes about it. So that's cool when you call, you know what I'm saying? That's your thing. You make people smile. That's your thing. You make people laugh. That's your thing. Unnaturally.
but I be dead serious, Chris.
No,
I be dead serious. I
that's
really do.
the authenticity of it. That's why we love it. If it wasn't authentic and you were actually trying to be funny, it definitely wouldn't be funny. But the fact that you're not even trying, that's all that they're saying. But it's not anything. It could be something simple as accent, you
You
know?
you
Well,
right where you
yeah.
supposed to be.
And we love you. So hey, ain't no issues.
Girl,
Yes, I know that. You know what I'm saying? I know them crazy people in the comments. You know what I'm saying? They do too, and you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
oh,
But I
they
was
down
just,
there having a good old time.
oh
Yeah.
They
yeah,
down there trick or treating. They
Yeah.
down having a great time.
I'm talking about they got jokes for days in the comment. The comment is like my favorite part of this show. Like just being a part of the Messy Sweet Spot because I'm looking right here. Sandy Adams been funny as ever. Nadine, she done threw a couple jokes in there. Nicole Harris been very active. Elizabeth
Hey,
Hilbert,
y'all, I just got proposed to.
Gina. These people.
We
Congratulations.
just got a what now?
Somebody
Excuse
just
me,
proposed
Miss
to me in
Chris.
the comments.
For real?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You
Oh,
see,
shit. Hello,
I wanna
motherfucker.
go. I wanna go to the wedding.
We all gonna have the wedding right here on the platform.
That's so.
I hope the ring fit.
It don't matter. It don't matter long as it's real. Long as
It's
it's real. Don't be like
my
Angela.
ring.
Don't be like Angela. Go ahead and go ahead and take the ring, and you know what I'm saying, the watching it, and you know you 48 in debt too. You feel me? And hey, it is what it is. So, but yes,
Okay.
But
I, I
uh, Butter Pecan, are you going to join us on another live?
am I. Yeah, what you finna go?
Yeah, we're gonna do another live about in 1 o'clock, one ish, just talking about Carlissa, Blueface mom, and
Oh yeah.
Krishan having another baby. You know that, right?
Oh
Yes, we
man,
heard
yeah, I heard about it. And then she say she want what is it?
12
Either
kids.
the
Yeah,
Brady Bunch. She want about 10 you
I
know
thought
what I'm
she said
saying?
12.
Oh, shout out to the lead attorney, y'all. The lead attorney is
Hey, lead attorney, we love you here. We respect you. You're the best.
Lead lead attorney. That what? We got an attorney up in here.
yes.
Oh,
He
the lead attorney has his own platform and he has a lot of followers and he gives you great content. He also breaks down certain legal facts, even though he says that he's not an ethical lawyer to be hired. But yeah, he's pretty cool. You should check him out. His name is the lead attorney. So look up the lead attorney and you'll find his page. And he always wears a suit and a tie. Very attractive bald guy and
Mm-hmm.
very articulate. Caramel man, melanin skin, nice and smooth, nice to look at for the ladies. So he's a nice look. And when he opens his mouth, it's just as attractive. So check him out.
He's single.
I've seen it. I've been on his page. I have definitely spent some time on that man's page. No, for real, I have. Hey, lead attorney, how you doing? I've been on his page.
Hey, shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta go ahead and screw it. Well, let me just go. You know what I'm saying? You good. You doing the right
I,
thing.
I wasn't even in the comments, so I was just lurking.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You see the haters. The haters be lurking, right? You know, before like when Gigi get before she get ready to start, they be lurking, right? They don't got nothing to say. People that be on with her, right, be talking and saying, hey, this and that and the other. But as soon as she gets start, oh, they got so much to say, boy. What? They come out of the woodworks, wherever. You get what I'm saying? They got so much to say. But before she like get started, don't nobody got nothing to say. They be quiet. Yes. Then not only that, then they come out of nowhere. Yep.
uh, it's another a lady here, Miss Joy. I would like to add her. Hey, Joy, how are you?
Hi, Joy.
Hi, Joy.
Joy.
Can you hear us?
Joy.
Precious Joy. Precious Joy.
I think
You're calling Precious Joy?
Joy gone. I'm sorry, she's not here anymore. All right, so
Okay.
I do want to start another live soon. I hope you guys can all join me there. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Now, Rick,
Okay.
do you have any last talks about Tasha K? Tell us your thoughts, River.
I'm standing on what I said. I don't believe that this is a sincere apology or effort that she's making at this moment. I
Oh,
think
you
it's
feel like Tasha K is fake, Miss Rivers?
I
I mean, just say it with your chest out if you're gonna say it. Come on now.
yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Nikki's fake.
I forgot Miss River scared. Miss Tasha.
Girl, you scared me last night. Said the winos was gonna come get me. And I was falling asleep, so I had a dream about it. So she said the winos was gonna come get me. Tasha was listening. Shit. Y'all can go back in this house.
You don't want Miss Tasha to add you on her docket. Let's talk about River. River. Walk
You done got Auntie Ruby crunk.
yell her name. Okay, Joy came back. Hey, Joy.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Hey, Joy.
I want to speak with you about the Tasha K.
Yes.
I really felt like Tasha K was really, really sincere.
Well,
I mean, because she's so bold and she always act like,
strong.
nothing hurts her. And I really thought that she was really sincere. Because do you remember when she wrote the letter to Storm? It seemed like she was trying to get things, negativity out of her.
Well, they said that she's doing a Santeria, a ritual, 90 days.
Oh my God.
Why is everybody finding that humorous?
Because it's just, I'm going to believe she doesn't like Cardi B. And I know Cardi B got a good heart. I know she has a good heart. And I believe she would forgive Tasha K. I really do. Because she got a good heart. Because people have done me wrong too, and I forgave them, even though they done some wrong to me. So I believe she's sincere in her heart of forgiving Tasha, because she'll get blessed.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick.
Well,
Okay.
she might as well forgive it because she ain't getting nothing.
Chris and River felt like it was disingenuous. And the chat, I want to know, do you feel that did you believe Tasha K in her apology? Press 1 if you believe that she was being honest. Press 4 if you feel like no, it was not honest. Okay. All right. Well, I thank you, Miss Joy. We're gonna let you go. And I gotta start on my I guess I may as well just push it back for 1:30.
Okay.
Okay, everybody go get snacks.
Yeah,
For
we
real.
see you guys back at 1:30.
All right, guys. See you
All right,
soon.
so I'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Miss River,
Mhm.
girl.
What?
Keep calling your name.
Huh?
I
You can
kept
hear me?
River. I kept calling your name. I said, River.
When?
Okay, when Butter Pecan start talking, girl, I could not speak. It was almost like somebody put a spell on my ass.
Girl, y'all.
Girl, I wanted to speak so bad. I said, God damn, why ain't River stopping her? Why is not River stopping her? I'm not understanding. But honestly, I wanted to, but I could not. It was like somebody put a spell on me and I could not get to it. I was so frozen.
Well, I had said a prayer.
Oh.
It's just us.
Yeah, I was frozen. I was frozen. I was laughing though. But I couldn't
I couldn't believe I said, "No, I can't even get a tarot reading." And then we sit up here listening to all of this. Girl, I went in the chat.
Butter Keep Pecan was talking, and I enjoyed her by the way. But what were you doing?
Oh, when Buttery Can was talking, that was the one that they was making fun of her accent in the comments, I think, right?
I don't know. But what were you doing?
when the lady was up there talking about the Santeria and Molly and all that stuff?
No, not her. I'm talking about the other lady, the last lady that she said people kept on talking about her in the comments and laughing at her.
Oh, girl, I was cracking up.
Right. That's what
My voice almost gone.
I was cracking up too, but I didn't want her to hear me laughing.
Oh no, I was. If you was to play that back, you probably hear me wheezing laughing.
No, girl, you was on mute. I seen you.
I was on mute.
Yeah.
Well, then who was laughing? It must have been Chris that couldn't hold back then. Because I heard somebody laughing hard, and they made me laugh harder.
I think it was probably, I'm not sure. But yeah.
No, I was cracking up. They was in the
It was cracking up. I know I was cracking up, child. I was on the flow. I was all the way on the flow, laughing the hell up. And I didn't want her to feel bad. So that's why I didn't click that. I didn't come to the mic. I pushed the mic away from me all the way to the wall, and I fell to the ground. And I could not get up. And I'm like, why ain't River her? Why ain't River talking? And then when I finally got up here, I kept screaming, River! River! You ain't hear me?
No, I think I thought I was off. Okay, maybe I was muted because you said you looked and you seen I was muted. I was dying laughing.
I said,
when I tell you I was dying laughing, I was literally wheezing. You know how like when somebody real old laughing and they like that was me.
It was all in my back. Okay, do you remember when you used to get a whooping or anybody got a whooping with a switch or a belt and your parents then strikes your back and you push your chest forward and it's a big old arch in your back. It's all in my motherfucking back on the floor. Okay, it was like somebody put a goddamn voodoo spell on me, girl.
No, okay, but then remember that caller before that lady.
Yeah.
That was a little too much for me. And when I tell you my mind checked out, I put in the chat, I said, for the love of the Lord is pure and his faithfulness is everlasting. I put that in the chat and I checked out. I ain't listened to nothing else that he said.
You think they coming for me?
I hope not. Girl, nobody got time for no spiritual warfare. Child, but if we gotta do it, we gotta do it. But I ain't nobody got time for that.
Nah.
Because that was crazy. Because you know that is weird. The night before they was about Miss River, I want to do you a tarot reading.
Right.
And you was like, And I said, and I'm looking at you like an OG, like, all right. She said no. She ain't no that ain't no questions to be asked. Everybody know you can't be just dibbling and dabbling with that. So like, okay, I get it. On this type of platform, you got 400-something thousand followers. I know I ain't that motherfucking strengthy in no spiritual realm. So okay, nope, we ain't gonna do it. All right.
Well, I do find it fascinating, but girl, I'm confused. Okay.
Yeah, I hope not. But that caller, it did weird me out, and that wasn't.
Well, I enjoyed her. I really did. I want to hear more from her.
It sounded like, I mean, you and Chris, y'all both enjoyed her. It resonated. It made sense. So I just was like, all right.
I know. It ain't for everybody.
But it just kind of got too
deep. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It was some things that she said that I was like, okay, yeah, I've looked into that. So that one thing made some sense. But overall, as a package, so that's how come I kind of made light of it at the end. Which
probably thinking too logical. You was thinking logical.
Well, I made light of it at the end. I said apparently that once that 13th hour after that video, the spell was broken. It broke down, and it's a new day for Tasha K. We gonna see a new woman. Blah blah blah. I mean, I made light of it at that point.
I think it's so amazing.
I hope I didn't offend nobody.
We get to talk to so many people around the world. I think it's so fascinating. I love it. All right, well, go get your snacks and hopefully you come back. I love you, River. I love y'all. I love you, Chris.
I messaged you.
No, you didn't. You didn't email me.
Yes, I did. I emailed the Messy Sweet Spot
No,
at
you.
Yahoo. It's at Yahoo, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it again.
I emailed you from the email address should be ashtheory@gmail.com.
Mm,
I
no.
emailed you at 10:02 in the morning. I made a mistake, and well, you know you can spell sweet two different ways. You can spell like hotel suite or sweet as in sweet dessert. I made a mistake and typed in sweet like hotel.
You in the spam.
I'm in the spam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Have to
I'm glad
reply.
you found it. I
Hey,
put my
boo.
phone number in there so that way you can text me and tell me, "Hey, girl, I'm gonna
I
go
ain't
live within." Just if
right.
you just let me know of a range, that'll
That's
help me be
yeah.
more on time.
Okay. 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 All right. I'm gonna take it down. All right.
Okay.
All right. Love you, boo. Bye bye.
All right. Talk to you in like 15, 20 minutes.
Sounds great.
Bye.
DJ, where you at?